Richie Rich.
The Richards.
Rich Goldiv, motherfuckers.
Mention me.
Bruh.
Doesn't even care about good old Bridget Glimmerdown.
I have
Richard?
expected him to go who?
Haven newbies.
Bridgelet?
Oh God.
Brisket.
Little bridgelets?
No.
What, you don't want to be called Bridgelet?
No.
No.
How about Berdoof?
No.
Berdoof. Oh God. Where am I?
Is that a new Pokemon I hear?
Oh, shit.
Is that Pikachu?
You
No, it's Clefairy. Fuck.
It's Pikachu. It's Eevee.
Fuck! It's such a fucking...
Alright, quick glance through of all the shit that I can do.
We're still level 5, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Except for somebody. Who is a free level in Wizard.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't say free.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely not free.
I would.
Nice try, though. Nice try.
Good try.
Because that is totally given out for free.
I think so.
Yeah. Can't wait to find out what part of this Ponzi scheme you're part
What
of.
is Ponzi scheme?
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Now that's just rude.
I know what that word means, but when I first heard it, I thought it was a slur. And
You
I'm
just
like,
invested into an NFT.
You
You invested
Ponzi!
into an NFT, bro.
just like, wow! Okay, we're starting off.
Drop the P
starting off
word.
Start off spicy. Goddamn.
That non-fungible magic.
Excuse me, sir. You can take your non-fudgeable magic and fudge off.
Wanna buy my NFM? Non-fungible magic?
Non-fungible magic, huh? All I have to do is copy, paste on a scroll.
Mine!
Fucking NFT magic. God damn it.
I'm so glad I started the Starting Soon screen.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, I think I'm good. Question mark.
I think someone's just jealous.
Yeah, I'm totally jealous of your non-fungible magic.
I can't wait to see how it blows up in all of our faces.
I know, right?
I can't wait
I'm
until
probably gonna lose a limb,
it
not
gets
gonna lie.
called out for a scam and you realize what the scam actually is.
All it is learning magic at any cost. I do not hear a problem.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a pretty good investment, doesn't it?
The way you say that, it makes me think that it's a part of your fucking character sheet. Like it's written on there as one of your fucking ideals.
It's gonna get interesting.
So you have the original, right? Or is it just like you have the receipt and everything for it?
Yeah. What's your spell list's number on the blockchain?
Clearly, it's
Where's
on
your
the stack.
where's your sorcery
fucking-
where's your sorcery wallet?
Hey, yo.
Oh God. Okay. There we go.
Here I am.
And go to sorcererbase.com to stash all my...
By the way, with the new spell in Wizard or whatever, do I get another spell slot or anything? Or is it just like
I do
everything's
believe
the same
that-
except
You have to read into the multi-class options
Mhm,
because if you go into multi-class, it'll tell you what you get. I think you only get when you're multi-classing. You only get half of the spell slots that the wizard would normally get. But you have to read up on it. I don't
multi-classing.
remember, but if I do remember correctly, it's something like that. It's to not make them stupid overpowered.
Dumb
Which
and
some
overpowered.
multi-classes are also.
Yes, most of them are. Yaga.
Some multi-classing is
11.
actually fucking broken, but we won't go there.
Damn it. Damn it.
Then again, why multi-class when you can just play cleric?
Exactly.
Yay.
You've multi-classed out of the best class in the fucking
The
game.
cleric is a multi-class in itself.
I was gonna say.
It's the true
It's
multi-class.
both a
Yeah,
full
it looks like
caster
it,
and a martial fighter. This is dumb.
Yeah, it looks like it gives you like a cut down whatever spell slots you would have been getting. So you take half of the spell slots.
That's a shitty D20.
You learn everything you should, but you
Wait.
don't. You only gain half the spell slots that you would gain.
All right, Larry. I'm sorry.
Isn't
I'm not
it-
rolling digital dice. I can't do this.
Isn't it half
I
your
don't
levels
blame
rounded
you.
down in the paladin and ranger classes though, not the
Hold on. I'm looking at. I'm opening the book right now. Okay, so multi-classing 163. Okay.
That's a bad D20.
There are no bad D20s, only bad players.
No, wrong.
Good to know I can keep my ego in check.
Okay, it says.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so. You gain the hit points from your new classes described for levels after first. So for any hit points for wizard, it's any level after first.
yeah, which I am only at the first level of wizard, I believe, so
you
I
just
don't
get-
do
you
that.
So you just get 2 more spell slots basically for first level.
Oh, I get 2 more.
You get health. No, you get
What?
HP. No, you still get health.
Yeah, you get health
You
and
only
you get.
you only gain the stuff after, like when it says after first.
Got to use the hit die of the class that you're multi-classing into. though.
Wait, so did I miss a part where Skipari decided to take a level
So,
in
for
Wizard? I think
example-
I missed that.
So here we
Oh.
go. This says.
We'll do a recap. We'll do a recap once
Hold
everyone's
on.
prepared.
Let me.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so your hit points. Yeah, no. It says you gain the first level hit points for a class only when you are a first level character. So since you're technically level 6 now.
I guess.
I hear myself, by the way.
Yeah, I'm hearing TJ's feedback through your mic, Shane.
Through mine? Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Weirdly enough, I don't know why, but weirdly enough, I can hear TJ through your mic.
I was
That's
wondering if
kinda
that was
Okay,
his.
1 second.
Shane, you need to get farther away from TJ.
God damn it!
Clearly, Shane's just the third roommate. I don't.
He's in the walls.
He's in the walls.
To the walls, man.
He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls.
Is this any better?
You sound fine, but you had to look at
Hello.
the talk.
TJ,
Hello,
try
hello.
talking.
Hello. It's fine.
Yep, I can't hear
Uh-oh.
TJ.
Okay,
Oh,
here we go. So when it comes to hit points, so you do get the wizard after first level hit points, though.
I
So
Oh,
since
I
this,
see. Okay.
Okay.
yeah, you do. Choose the option where it says levels after first, because it's technically you're not first level. So
You
I thought it
roll
was
it
And
because I was
proficiency
first
bonus,
level
and-
wizard. That's why. If
yeah. No,
Alright.
it's not a first level. Yeah, no. Basically you still add the hit points, but since you're not a first level character, you're
Okay.
using the wizard
Yeah.
levels after first.
So roll a d6 and then add your con, and that's how much you get from this wizard level.
Larry might have dice
And then
rolling.
proficiencies. Wizard doesn't get any for multi-classing when it comes to proficiencies. You don't have channel divinity or extra attack.
You know, all of my wizards
Spellcasting.
have
Okay.
extra attack.
Why was there so many dice rolls just there?
Spellcasting.
I don't
So
know. I'm waiting on GM.
Yeah, we're all waiting
Same.
on GM.
Jamesies.
your capacity for spellcasting depends partly on your combined levels and all your spellcasting classes, and partly on your individual levels. So let's see.
Oh, could you hear my dice rolling on the table?
Yeah, I was like, who's rolling
Yeah.
dice?
Okay, here we go. This is going to get pretty complicated. So spell slots. You determine your available spell slots by adding together all your levels in Bard, Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer, and Wizard classes, half of your levels rounded down in Paladin and Ranger classes, and a third of your Fighter or Rogue levels rounded down.
But I
What's your
don't-
normal class again?
Cleric.
Cleric? Oh, never mind. You're just adding in the spell
Mhm.
slots from the Wizard now.
Yep, you
You
just
don't
get
have to do
to.
half or anything.
And you get to grab any spells you want
That's
being a
fucked
wizard.
up. Hell no!
Oh no, the dangerous one got to do this. Oh no.
Oh, and then
Not
finally,
the dangerous one. Come on.
Inflict harm.
okay, so
Not that much harm.
Just a small amount of
Just
harm.
a small amount of harm.
Where the fuck is my pencil?
Have you checked in the east?
yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Spells known and prepared. It's the same thing. Okay, let's see.
I see. So, I guess I missed some spellcasting stuff on my character because I didn't have the book on me.
Ooh.
But if I remember right, my character is from the Quandrix School of Magic.
If you're in the
Appar-
you took a Quandrix, so you get these bonuses.
Yeah, I get a bunch of spells because I'm all the way to 5th level, so I have to look up what they are. But you know,
Okay,
Just
so
Google
for
it, you
your,
should be able to find it.
for your actual
If not, I'll
spells
send you a
known,
picture.
you'd have to base it on if you're a level 1 wizard. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
You get to pick those wizard spells, basically.
But yeah, that's fucked up. The fact that you don't get any spell slot detriments because you're a cleric too.
Yep.
That's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's messed up.
There's spellcasting feat ahead of time.
Yeah, I'm a very fucking weird cleric, I'll admit.
I mean, you do melt people's
What god do
legs
you
off.
serve?
All of them.
All of
No,
them.
No,
you can't do
Clearly,
it!
That's
Clearly.
dangerous. I wouldn't
all they have to
recommend
do is just
that.
offer him some magic. If they offer him magic, he'll
Oh,
fucking
fuck
worship their
off.
ass.
I guess I have to look it up in the book. Okay.
Really? Hold on. So you say Quandrix?
From what I
I can
remember,
send you a
I
picture.
served the. Fuck. I thought I wrote it down, but it was the god of death of some sort. But
Oh, great! Now we're all fucked.
Oh, so he's full on in the Winter Bloom's class of death. Oh, boy.
you got the
Me?
you got the
Yes.
death- the
Oh,
death
yeah.
one. Yeah, you got the death cleric or whatever the fuck that is.
yeah, I'm.
I really like the flavor on that one.
It was either the death or the graveyard or whatever it was called. It's the
Yeah.
one that's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Fucking rad.
Okay, what is this?
That's fucking rad.
Oh, this is from something else.
What school were you in again, Phantom?
I
Is Mari?
believe Quandrix.
You're Quandrix. Okay.
Right?
Quandrix. You mean where all the big fuck off creatures are at?
Maybe.
Quandrix student.
And obviously we got the best one, Lorhold.
Okay, I'll send some stuff your way.
Wait, was anybody? I can't remember. Was anybody else in Lorhold?
Somebody was.
Who else was in Lorhold? I can't remember.
I think it's Sam, isn't it?
Sam, were you in Lorhold?
He's in Silver
He's
Quill.
Silverquill. Sam Silverquill.
He's in Silverquill.
Oh, Silverquill.
Is it Griffin then who's in
It
Lorhold?
might be Griffin.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There you are. Boop, boop.
Thank you.
That should give you the stuff you need to get your stuff.
Hog. Hog. Ah! That would help. Okay. Choose to Druid, man, cool. Alright, and I will look up these other spells and we'll do that. Don't worry, I'm not gonna get anything broken, I don't think.
You shouldn't be considered broke by any means. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
I might just be like, is that what that spell does? And I'll look it up myself if we're confused, but you'll be fine.
I mean,
You know
I have
what? That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, but just remember, the stream is up, so you can predict if they'll pull a fucky wucky.
Upstream, you want to make a poll on how if G Money's gonna die? 'Cause
No,
that's- you
I've
got a
made it
pretty
in
good
general.
chance.
I've made it in general, and the poll this time is, will anyone do a fucky wucky?
Oh, well, that's
Considered a
Title's
fucky
fucky wucky.
that's an easy yes.
It's a fucky wucky.
You'll find out if it ever happens. You're like, that's a fucky wucky.
I'm
Knowing
pretty
me,
sure somebody's already
probably.
done that.
So
Hasn't somebody already done that?
no.
Debatably, but it was in
No.
character, so it's a character moment.
Well, I guess we better find that shit out.
I don't think anyone did a fucky wucky. I think everything's pretty normal.
Matt immediately fucky wucky ooh woo.
It's just that shit with a straight face.
Like I said,
Fucky
it
wucky.
has to be a part of him, bro. It's got to be a part of him. Just like the Neko Matt.
All right, everybody's still doing the prep.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes. I can teleport? Fuck yeah.
Yep, if you're level 5, you should have access to a teleport, I think.
Uh-huh. Something called Vortex.
Ooh, yep, that's a fun one. I will now take
Remember
it
what
off.
the lore hold ability was? Oh, here it
Let
is.
me look it up.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's the Sacred Flame, and then I can cast Sacred Flame, and I can cast Light. And then the Strixhaven Primer was something completely different.
Yep. Let you get a level 1 in
Bonus
Wizard.
to History and Religion.
Just to
And-
reconfirm, by the way, I only learned one wizard spell, correct?
You should have learned 2,
Oh, I should have learned two? Okay.
I do believe.
Well, for the you're talking about for your full class or what? Excuse me. Or
Yeah,
for
because he should gain 2, because he should gain it normally.
just whatever it tells you on the wizard thing.
Okay, I'm just asking because last session he said one. That's why I'm just trying to make sure.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
level
okay.
1, but... And the
Well, if
Strixhaven
you're
Primer
getting
is
the full level.
the Strixhaven Primer is a unique. It's basically a magic item. That you
the
get to
primer itself,
choose what
okay.
you want to put in
Oh,
it.
the primer. Oh, but that can give me one in.
Yep, you decide what you want the primer to be every day, and it can help you
Okay.
do studying,
Underwave.
and it can help you study for classes.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Thunderwave on people. That's how I'm gonna fucking study for classes.
Bruh. Level 1? That's not level 1. It's level 2.
You said for me it's
Did I put level 2 in this thing? I
yeah.
sent it to everybody like what their thing was.
you said first level cleric wizard spell, 3 charges, 1d3 charges gained at dawn. Pretty sure Thunderwave's a first level spell, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's level 2. If it is level 1, I'm wrong.
Someone
In
quit
addition, if you study the
speculating.
primer at the end of the long rest, you may choose one level 1 spell from your class or wizard class.
No, it's level 1.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, time to Thunderwave people to study.
I need to make sure my drink is at
Can I
hand.
test this on you? What is it? Hold on.
Just stand there.
It's wall. Ah,
Why would you do that?
I'm not gonna lie, as soon as I got the level 1 spell thing, I saw the fucking spell for hideous laughter.
Cautious,
I
yeah.
really wanted to get that.
It
Just
To play
works.
the evil cleric part, but no.
Why don't you
It's
get the
just-
caustic brew?
Why can't I stop?
The
Cautious caustic brew?
That's another one. There's a couple of good level ones.
Remember, you
It-
can
what it-
choose
it
a
basically
different
does
level
damage
1
over time,
spell
too.
every day, so...
Yep, you get to choose as long as you make sure you note it.
Wait, caustic brew? I don't see
It's in
that
Cautious
one.
Cauldron of Everything. Hold on. I got it right here. Let me read it out to you.
See if I
It's
can
pretty
adjust
good.
Discord
It's in
here.
the Strixhaven handbook.
No, it's in the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything handbook.
Oh,
Nice big.
Hold on. It
There we
is.
go.
Let me find it first.
There
Hold
we
on.
Now you can see who's
I
talking.
got Caustic Brew. It's a first level evocation. Range is self in a 30-foot line. Costs 1 action. And it has concentration up to 1 minute. It says a stream of acid emanates from you in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must save on a Dex saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration, or until a creature uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off of itself or another creature. A creature covered in acid takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of its turns. And then it increases in damage by 2d4 for each slot level above first, but, you know.
Fuck yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That spell's fucking rad.
Yeah. Anybody want to do a recap for people who missed last session?
Yeah, basically, G-Money got scared, saved people, then, yeah. Oh, then there was the ethereal hand. Oh, and then...
I shit whipped a phantasmal dragon with a mind whip. That's all I remember.
Basically...
I'm growing a slime.
Basically, there
Yeah,
was a
and nothing
phantasmal
else.
dragon...
Nothing
Actually,
else.
here, let me... Okay, hold on. Let
This
me
is chaos.
recollect my thoughts. Okay, so basically, we started off and did we jump into the ethereal hand immediately? I don't think we did.
I
No.
will regale the tale. Everyone, after, spending a good week decompressing from, fully becoming students before your real classes start up again, you all had a shared dream that only G-Money realized it was a dream immediately.
Right.
For which he avoided ethereal hands going to grip all of you, as everyone, which was Bridget, Rich Money, and Skip Mario were dragged into a vortex, that which G Money woke up and went to go make sure they were all okay. In which Bridget was the first to witness their vision granter, which proceeded to pick apart one of her wings and ate it. Before G-Money awoke her, in which she
responded. How did you respond, Bridget?
With shit whipping that motherfucker with the mind whip.
As is a good response. Okay, continue.
And so he, after mind whipping it, saw what looked like a dragon, and was then woken up feeling a bit more drained than they have in forever. To which they ran over to go save Rich Money, Richie Rich Goldhurf.
Rich.
Who didn't fare as well against their,
I don't know. He kind of shit-talked it pretty good.
He
I will
held
say,
them
he did
feel the
kinda-
conversation, but not so much in the realm of staying in one piece.
I mean, when you force an entity to close your mouth shut, it means you're doing a good job.
Almost.
Almost. But regardless, there was an attempt. So obviously his words were getting to it.
And I
Good job,
got
Richard.
my fireball and my mind spike off, so
Hell yeah. like I said, man, those words, if you piss it off somehow, it means you're doing something good.
To which, after woke up, the security had been activated because G-Money broke into a dorm room, which triggered the security system within the campus. To which he
And
was
the gargoyles
held for
were
a
like,
while.
Get over here.
So it's like all girls held you in place while a proctor came by and checked what was happening.
Yeah, just and then not to mention, don't forget the hug part when I was actually released. I gave him a hug.
That you're skipping a little bit because while you're being detained, Skip Mori is now introduced to their phantasmal visitor, to which he holds a pretty okay conversation out of curiosity. To which he says, "Sign me up."
Like magic, sign me up.
As he now knows as Magnamala, has granted him to be one of his students.
He gave me a pocket watch.
Oh yeah. I wonder what kind
To
of.
which, upon opening and staring within its many facets, realized he
how
could
we were
now
talking about-
discern the weave of magic.
You know how you were talking about non-fungible magic? Yeah, that's what Skimari has.
I mean, that's debatable.
And in which Magic Owlman, the headmaster, went and made sure everyone was alright, and which casted another stasis spell around you as he talked to all of you about what was really going on, which he explained to all of you that you were not supposed to be fully enrolled, but he waived it knowing that you might attract attention.
Right. Yeah. He told us we weren't gonna. Yeah, that's right. And then, which honestly, I said this last session too, makes us look fucking badass because
you've been blowing records for the most part.
we literally were like the record breakers for like the first one. We were like the first team there, and then we must have done so fucking good that whatever the fuck is cursing us or whatever the hell's going on is sending its minions after us. And then for the second one, well, actually there was the magic ball too, and we fucking, well, actually we won't get back into that because we don't want to talk about the melted leg, but
yes,
arm,
we do.
whatever. We do? Okay. Well, and then there was the magic ball where me and G-Money and Bridget just destroyed the other team, and then Skamari,
our team too.
Skamari proceeded to melt somebody's leg in their match.
I wasn't the only one that
he did
basically
clearly
deformed
say
somebody.
he did clearly say I'm going to try non-lethal, so he aimed for a non-vital part of the body.
I poisonous sprayed
But
somebody's
then-
face point blank. So
But then, okay, so then there's that, and then there was the one we had after that where we rushed through it, but then all of a sudden, fucking G-Money played through this fucking safety rails of some death protocol. I don't remember which one that one was. Was that the shark one? Or no, that was the first one.
That was the passage of courage, and
The Passage of Courage, that's what it was.
and at the
And
end,
that was the one that fucking-
thing that came that wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah, and that's the one that almost ended G-Money's life.
And Bridget's.
And and Bridget, that's right.
Luckily, I had
regardless-
plenty of fireballs for it.
Regardless, we did fucking badass in every single one of these trials, which makes us look even better than what we were before. Am I trying to raise morale? Yes, but I don't give a shit.
And just a reminder that everybody does have an inspiration for everything, in case you need to use it for bonuses or reroll. Just making sure everyone knows. I always forget I always forget about it. But with that, I think everyone's pretty much caught up.
Oh, also the, oh my god, it was fucking. Just continue. I'll remember it in a minute. God damn it.
Is that the Skipmore made the deal, the headmaster went and made sure everyone was grouped up and made sure everyone's on the same page. You all swore to the secrecy, which he cast a simple but intricate
That's right.
secrecy spell across all of you.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was.
So it's hard for anyone to pry into your memories or for you to spill the beans.
I'm growing a slime.
And yes, Skipmari, well, kind of doing a a small scale fuck up, turned it into a positive.
Oh, and
Sure.
I'm making
You know
psychic
what?
damage
Sure.
potions.
Oh yeah, if you get the ingredients. Which you do have enough to make one.
real quick, just dime tour. What was the secrecy that we all agreed to? The fact that we're not technically supposed to be in Strixhaven?
That you were not supposed to be in Strixhaven.
Okay.
That you,
Okay.
whatever reason, you weren't supposed to make it in either money, education, background.
Got it.
But also that you're helping him hunt down the curse that's been haunting the campus for who knows how long.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which, honestly, G-Money's kind of skeptical about because, like, once we called him out on that, like, we didn't really call him out, but we met, well, I guess G-Money did kind of call him out. He made us do that, which, honestly, I was, like, G-Money's a little hesitant about that, because it seems kind of sus, doesn't it? Like, you get called out on something, and then it's like, oh, by the way, stay secret about this.
So you're saying I made the right decision?
Maybe. Like, the more I think about it, like, you got free magic, so no, you got free magic. That's a terrible idea. No. No. But at the same time, that doesn't necessarily we are on the right side either.
Now the real thing is, since Miles is fully a part of everything that's been going on, I need Miles to give me a what happened that night check. I need you to give me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save, you say? I'm good at those.
Oh, Jesus.
We should have had him going into this blind.
12.
Yeah, well.
A 12.
Yes.
You remember a strange dream where you couldn't really see anything, but you saw something talking to you, as it would, like, poke and prod you. You tried to speak back, but nothing came out, until it seemed to lose interest, something else took its attention, and you woke up in your bed. And later on, the headmaster came and explained the situation, and you agreed to swear to secrecy.
Cool.
Okay. Good. You're all caught up.
All
You
right,
have
so-
one day. You have one day before your official day, your first year students at Strixhaven. What are you doing?
Wait, until the what?
This is your weekend. You have one day of a weekend before your first day of class begins. What are you all doing? Is this just happened? You have woken up from all that
We
experience?
weren't already in the classes?
Isabel, you just made it in, and you had like a week off, and that happened.
I thought we had been studying.
You've been
so
like,
too.
you've been studying, but
We
that
have
was
some
that
time
was
prep.
that was because you sought out knowledge like good students.
I mean,
So what you're saying
I
is
mean,
oh, okay.
yep,
Well,
this is your last free day
I clearly
before
didn't get the
classes
memo then.
starts.
Yeah. G Money hears this and is like, "Oh God, wait, we haven't been studying the." God.
You've been in like initiate classes this whole time. You've been at
well, okay, that
Strixhaven
makes
for
sense,
roughly you've been at Strixhaven for roughly a month and a half, doing initiate stuff.
Okay, well that makes sense then. Okay, I was gonna say, what, what have we been doing then?
Getting into Strixhaven.
so
Anyways.
for my day, I've been just trying to brew that psychic damage potion and trying to grow the slime more. That's yeah.
Okay. First off, roll me in Arcana, or yeah, you need to roll Arcana for that potion. But you should have a bonus with your brewing kit.
I should have a bonus with my brewing
It
kit.
should give you a +1 to your brewing.
Okay. And you said Arcana, so
Yes.
a 5.
You do your best to repeat what you learned the other day, just for it to be a slag in a vial. Absolutely useless. You must have mixed up a step somewhere along the way.
I hate digital dice.
Just so everybody wants, you don't have to roll digital if you don't want. It's just convenience.
Yeah. Personally, I just like doing digital just because it's easy. Besides, you get to do it for me.
And now I
And
need
you
you
also
to
Get to know that's what the person did. I know there's a rule of just like. Yeah. Anyways.
So you're growing your slime.
Yes.
Is it gonna what's the? Is it just gonna be a normal slime? Is it gonna be a?
I only have a slime core.
Oh,
We're gonna
shit,
find
okay.
out.
Well, shit. Hopefully, it doesn't fucking.
At this point, I want you to roll a nature check. Is that
Oh.
not, that's on Pathfinder, isn't it? I need to make sure I have the sheet
Nature?
up.
No, nature is on a.
Nature's on? Okay, good.
Yeah, it is.
Good. Nature check. As you know the basics of how a slime should form, but accelerating it? Got to find out.
That's you, Mr. Shane.
Oh, what am I doing?
Rolling a
Nature
nature check.
Because you were trying to accelerate the
The slime to
the slime
form
process.
All right.
in your little terrarium you built.
Come on, digital dice, don't fail me.
Just do not.
If this fucks
What?
up, I'm just gonna do the dice I trust.
Hey.
16. Okay. And nature. Wait, I rolled a 16, was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 15.
You have so many. Wow, you had a lot of negatives, boy. But with 15, you do recall it by making sure it's like semi-submerged, and there's various like things it could absorb when it starts to recongeal. That it should be able to grow acceleratedly. So you get it all prepped up for that. So he's tended to his little slime terrarium.
Yes.
What is somebody else doing today?
All right. So, G-Money's going to be multitasking today because he wants to stay in shape, but he wants to actually start doing lore. Well, he has been doing lore hole stuff, but he wants to. So, one of the things that he was kind of pushed to do by his parents was to find out more of the history of, because he only knows really the history of like draconic stuff that was around him a majority of the time, and he's kind of pushed to learn more about the worldwide or universal aspects of dragons and shit like that.
Trying to learn more about your ancient bloodlines.
But at the same time, he wants to stay in shape, so what he's going to do is take a book from the library and then have a dumbbell on one arm and lift while he's reading.
Okay.
Do curls while reading.
Roll me in athletics first, and
Then history.
yes, I'll roll your history first. Whoop! There it goes into the distance. 11 base.
Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna already use one of my charges for.
Oh, you had the book. I forget.
Yep.
Is that a reroll or was that a bonus?
It's after D20 roll. You add 1d4 bonus to it.
Gotcha. So 11 plus 4.
Damn.
So
Okay.
15
sweet.
already.
So that's 15. Yeah, it's 15. So 15.
A straight 15. Okay.
Yep.
You're keeping up your exercise when you're reading the book. Now I need you to roll me history, which would be.
I thought that was history.
Was that history? That was athletics. Either or. Okay, so that was history. So you're reading the book. That's all athletics.
So I use the charge. Technically, use the charge for history.
Gotcha. And your athletics was a base 14.
Oh, that's athletics. So that is. Where is that at? Oh, strength. +1. So I guess another 15.
15. All right. You keep up a good back and forth pace of reading and reading and lifting, and you keep up a good back and forth for about a good for a good hour. You just do constant on and off reps as you go through about 2 historical tomes on Dragonborns and your bloodline through the Strixhaven libraries. And I'm gonna say you get a student charge. You get a 1d4 on anything academic.
Oh shit. Okay.
That can go anywhere you
I guess
want.
I need to grab a pencil for that.
As long as it's used academically, you can apply that charge anywhere.
So
And you
academically, so it could be any sort of skill check or sweet. Okay.
skill check and even saves as long as it's related to classroom stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
And I'm gonna
I need to
say
find my
you've
pencil
been
first,
looking
though.
through and you recognize your bloodline came from the Lorehold dragon.
Oh, really? So my bloodline specifically came from Lorehold then. Oh wow.
It's traced all the way back.
Didn't even know that.
It's been a long couple of centuries, but the bloodline still ties back to the founder.
He's kind of excited about this, not gonna lie. He's pretty excited. Once he so I'm assuming it just kind of well, here's a question then. Okay, so would you like, for my bloodline, right?
Mhm.
Obviously there should be some sort of name for it. Would you like me to come up with a name, or?
It'd be under your family name unless you would like to know the Lorehold's full name.
It could be the money
Research.
bloodline.
Let me make sure I pulled the money bloodline. If you want to know the name of the Lorehold dragon, it was Velmachius Lorehold.
Oh, Velomachus. Yeah, Velomachus.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. Okay. Let's. Where did I put the pencil? I don't know where I put my pencil. It's okay. I can just type
You
it
should
out.
have
for now.
spare pencils in the junk drawer.
In the junk drawer.
Should be.
Okay, let's check it out. I'm not seeing any.
Dollar bill bloodline.
The money bloodline. Hell yeah.
The dollar
Let's
bill.
fucking go.
Yeah. One of the first brood from Velamarcus called themselves the Money Bloodline, and here we go. That's
Let's
canon.
go. Here's one.
Instead of collecting coins, they liked paper currency most of all.
Fair. Okay.
They like the rustle to the clanking.
Yeah. So, do you want to kind of makes like a connection because his parents, for some reason, just rustled money around for some fuck all reason, just to hear the sound.
God damn it, Matt.
What did he say?
The ancient bloodline of cash money.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so that's pretty good lore, though. I like that. That's some good lore. Get it?
All right. And let's say, Skip Moy, you did your day off. You were tending to your slime and trying to brew, which failed for your first attempt, personally brewing, sadly. What is Richie Rich doing?
Richie Rich is taking the news that he wasn't supposed to actually be here. He's quite offended by that, so he's gonna be.
He's quite offended.
He is he's the top of everything. He's the greatest.
Oh.
Like he's better at spellcraft than all these people. He's richer than all these people. He's better at clubs than all these people. He's better at everything.
The one club he's in writing newspapers that he's only writing fluff pieces for. Okay.
So the only place anyone can challenge him, and it's not even that much of a challenge, but sometimes his grades academically aren't quite the top. Sometimes he's number 2, so he's gonna go study in the library a little bit.
Okay. Anything specific you're studying after?
He is going to focus on what he expects the upcoming exam stuff to be, so that he can claim his rightful place as number 1.
Let's me think. Roll me a history check first.
History. Alrighty. I'm great at history, just so you know.
Is this a -4 scenario here?
Ooh.
Oh.
Yikes!
That was worse than my rolls today. That's sad.
Huh.
I actually have a +4!
Yikes.
Come on!
That's rough, buddy.
The one time. The one time you finally have your bonus stat to make use of it. You walk into the library all ready to investigate anything you can get your hand in, and somebody walks by, oh yeah, I can't wait to go for the nematode class that starts tomorrow. Yeah, I know, right? And you're like, oh, nematode class. I used to studying animals or something? And so you go off into the biology section of the library and start looking through some of the stuff there. Roll me a nature check as you're going through, looking at various magical creatures and such.
So, 14.
14. You go through you pull through registered Strixhaven bestiary, and you start pawning through it. For your motion chill time, you sip on some of your endless coffee while you're doing it, staying energized, staying focused. And you come through a bit of extra knowledge on general animals and beasts that are on the campus for tests and whatnot. And I'll say that you do have an academic dice, but only for nature, if it comes up.
That's a D4 on nature stuff?
Yes. And these don't expire, by the way, you just use them when you have them. But you only played one at a time. Alright. And I'm gonna jump over to Miles next.
Hello.
What have you done on your day off after that strange dream and then the orientation to the secret?
To the secret team. Well, a little bit of a personal project I've been working on. So Miles has been working towards this. He's dipping his foot into what is the concept of theoretical magic.
Oh.
So he's trying to come up with the theoretical idea of wormholes and time travel.
Nice. That's a bit of a hard subject, some might say.
Well, then how about... he knows this, but he actually, originally, before he came to Strixhaven, he attempted to write an equation that would kind of begin the process of going down this road of theoretical blah, 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 blah. Apparently it was crack shit, but simplify this, we are going to go to the section of the library that deals with theoretical equations in terms of Arcana. If there is such a place.
There is, and you see a couple other, like, quandrix that are just actively studying, and you see a couple of people off in the sides, like, trying to, like, carve their arcane mathematics off on the side to study.
There you go.
So you're trying to do that. I'd say roll me an Arcana first.
All right, Arcana coming at you.
Hope not. You're deadly.
Ooh, that is a good roll. That is a 25.
It's pretty good. You immediately just, like, ask around a couple of the quandrix about your quarry, and they point you in the right direction as you get a couple of tomes. As you do, Luina Arnaz, the first year you met when you first came to the campus, sees you studying and walks over and greets you and helps study with you a little bit. You go over and start walking through your equation, which even she is a bit stumped by understanding what you're trying to go after, but she admires the chase of your knowledge, and she assists you in your quest. And I'm gonna say you get 2 Strixhaven academic dice, and I'm gonna say your equation that you've been working on is like really like actually starting to have a formula to it.
So it's getting a little bit of a base. Okay, all right.
Like the theories, you only spent like 2 hours with her, like doing a couple of theory crafting with it, but your thesis doesn't seem to hold any water just yet.
All right. Sounds good to me.
And then, little Bridget, shaking. Bridget, what'd you do in your day off? Just quaking. Impatiently waiting for her turn.
Sam, you're muted, by the way.
He is.
That makes so much sense why I was saying shit and nothing was being responded to. I feel like a fucking idiot right about now.
Like, is he? Look over at Discord. I've been watching everything.
I need to speak to Magic Owl Man.
Honestly, you pull the card and say, "Can we talk?" And he says, "Come to the headmaster's office." And so you walk over to it, and the secretariat waves you in after a little bit. Bridget, come in, have a seat or a flight if you wish.
She kind of perches up on the top of one of the chairs, and so she's a little bit more eye level with this guy.
Excellent.
All right. So we have this job we're going to need to do with you, and I can't help but feel that despite my progress, I'm unprepared. I need some way to study perhaps a bit beyond myself. I want more access to the restricted section of the library.
He kind of pulls at his beard a little bit. I can't show too much preferentiality, but I think if I just give you level 1 access, no one will bat an eye since your grades and your feats have spoken enough. I think I can let you into level 1 restricted.
Very well.
He kind of nods and he pulls out a small sheet, he signs it over, and you see it glow. Sign your name here and hand it to the librarian.
I pull out a quill and just
The moment
fancy.
Like, it is now legally binded. You are now access to level 1 as long as you show it to the librarian, Bridget. Don't go further. There are lots of interesting tomes, I understand, but you must be ready for it before you go there.
I will try and pace myself. Now, if you'll
That's
excuse me,
all I ask. And
I
keep
have
an
a
eye
library
out.
to go.
I can't have you exploding yourself.
Sure, we can.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to handle at least level 1. So with that, she's going to scamper off to the library and straight to the librarian to, oh god, what was his name? What's his name? I had it written down.
I'm pretty sure I did at some point.
The one librarian guy.
Somewhere in my
I
bit
don't have
here.
that piece of paper anymore.
Don't think you're talking about Urzamach.
That doesn't quite sound right. But he was like one of the people there working in the library that I had gotten to know just from my sheer volume of visit.
Trying to find. I know I wrote it down somewhere too.
It's not on my notes, and if it is, I don't know, maybe it's in a different book, but I'm not going searching around my room for the right notebook.
It's not a student. I'm just see the normal librarian isn't in. But it's you do see that they have the tag librarian on their cloak when you walk
Okay.
in.
So she's gonna not run, but race walk sort of up to him and just be like,
I was imagining little Bridget.
just hold up the card to him.
Kinda turns to you like, what can I? Looks at you. Oh. I guess if it's he kinda waves and he does a quick like hand wave, that's official, alright.
Yep. So she's just looking, just like burning a hole in the fucking ozone in between her and the door to the restricted section. Just like
He motions a hand, and you motions a hand over. You hear a small buzz as you see like a small sigil appear in front of your face. Level 1 is open to you. The door shouldn't impede you.
so you hear just a kind of a squeaking owl noise as she begins walking towards. The day has finally come. She gets in, just pushes the door open.
The moment you touch the door, whoop, opens up. You see a go behind the door, kind of motion for you to enter.
She steps inside.
Yep, and you have access to all of one of the restricted section.
Okay. Thus begins Bridget's true reason why she was wanting to come to Strixhaven, and why specifically she chose Silverquill. She heard rumors about words of power. She's going to start chasing those down.
Okay, give me a perception.
Okey-doke. Where is it? Perception. That is going to be a 15.
A 15. All right. You go scanning through, and you see even that you recognize from the within section when you tried sneaking in a couple of times that there is like labeled sections, and you track down it. But before you get to your labeled section, that there is somebody you recognize from Silverquill there, like reading the section that you assume you're reading. It's Mina Lee, the second year from Silverquill. You recognize from some of the initiate classes you visited that they helped out with.
What is her name again? Mina?
Mina Lee.
Mina? So I'm just kind of walking forward and I stop and, just like, oh!
Oh, hello there. You're a Silverquill, aren't you?
Yes!
Have some courage. We're all here to study the proper ways of magic.
Just kind of like, okay.
Are you looking for something about the power words or such? That's what the section is.
Yes. I'm looking to expand my my repertoire, as it were.
As you should, and she kind of ruffles your feathers a little bit. Here you go. I'm assuming this will get you on your way. I was refreshing myself for reading deeper subjects. And she hands you a book that is the Primer of Power.
Thank you. Just kind of making herself as small as possible. Just
If you ever need any help, I'll be around. And she saunters off, and you see her descend down to level 2.
Okay.
Just deflates and
Real Bochi moment.
To a table!
You enter the seating section, which is mostly like smaller booths, where you see a couple of those students like deep in their own research, and you find a spot to settle down in.
All right. Center.
Center.
Cool. Let's start studying. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. You roll me an Arcana. Natural 20!
Ooh. You just start tearing through this book. It's all just clicking as you read it. And before you know it, you've gone back and you pull a couple more books out in your time in the Strixhaven Biblioplex. And you're really starting to get a grasp on how words of power, like, just grab at a being's ethereal being. And I'm gonna say you gain a level 1 spell slot. Because you're realizing how your own magic works by your own thing, you're trying to understand it.
Extra level 1 spell slot. Okay, and what was that after that? Sorry, I was scrolling. I was literally reading something like my character was there for a second. Okay, so I have an extra one. So level 1 spell slot, and did you say something about dice or?
No.
Okay. Just level 1 spell slot. Okie day, then that's actually really rad. Oh, can never have enough of them. So wait.
You don't...
Question.
Yes.
Is that a permanent level 1 spell slot?
Yes.
Just a temp? Ooh. Ooh. Very nice.
Note that down.
Oh my.
Bridget, you dog.
What a woman!
some Thornberry vibes up in here.
Thank you, Blue Gemstone Dice. You are my shine. That's probably my favorite dice. Good job. You're my favorite D20. You always will be.
Alright, and everyone has concluded their last free day, and they've all used it rather productively, I'd say.
Slime.
Slime.
Don't lick it.
You shouldn't. And with that, everyone gets some decent enough rest as you prepare for your first day of class. Everyone gets up at the brisk pace of 9 a.m. to go saunter off the class.
I choose guidance for my first level spell from the book.
Good to know. Good to know. And everyone meets up at... Everyone gets up at the brink of 9 a.m. for a really rousing first bit. As you all arrive at the class. Let me... Come on. Poll players here, please. Boop. Give Miles here to you. Dubious.
The fuck are these people?
You get to class about the same time everybody else does. Everyone looks like they're a bit too tired or not fresh for class, but that's to be expected, you think. Take a seat or take a standing position. Up to you. A teacher waves everybody in.
I would love to. Oh, there we go.
Everyone just stands in a chair.
I will stand on my desk.
It's welcome. Oh boy.
I'm just ready.
Teacher Evans waits. She waits a little bit, like watches the small Wister watches as people walk through the door and waits a little bit. After a while, she waves her hand, the door shuts. Welcome, welcome to your first official class as first years, everyone. Give yourself a round of applause. And you see a couple students. That was rhetorical. And they all kind of look a little dejected about it.
Bridget was 2 inches away from starting to clap and folds her arms coolly.
I am Massis, your first year instructor. I will be simply running you through basic magicals, and we'll be dealing with magical defense today. But first, everyone knows that our school is founded. I assume I have to also run you through history, running a double up today. It's so great. He pulls out a large mug. Ugh. So, you all know the Cliff Notes. Strixhaven was founded 2,111 years ago by the 4 great benevolent dragons, right? You motion across, I see a couple heads nod, like some people don't even like acknowledge this. They decided to help foster all of creation by building this campus to, you know, cultivate all of us into better beings for whatever might come after the great calamity that they helped save us from. After the war with the outer beings, we all settled down to a relatively peaceful period we are in now. Except for about 100 years ago, when there was the small-scale apocalypse which 3 of the great dragons perished, saving us from it. Only one left with us now is Her Benevolence Bildross Winterbloom, who now watches over the campus to this very day. Now, who wants to get to fighting each other, as we should? I'll just hand a couple of desks, like, make space in the middle of the room. And he rolls a die. Me does. And says, Bridget and Richie Rich to the front.
Fuck.
We've been kind of waiting for this, not gonna lie.
Oh my god. Thank you, Dice, for being deadly today.
You're gonna pay for the snacks you ate earlier in the dorm room. I was saving that bread.
Roll,
No idea what you mean.
roll intimidation, Bridget.
Not super. 7.
Roll your intimidation. Go, Richie.
You want me to do a counter intimidation. Alrighty.
Well, there you go.
You just like strike your most business-like pose ever. I don't know what you mean. You just go daggers
So
at Bridget.
that's a 22.
Yeah.
Mortified that he didn't even think about it.
And with that, Golter, if you have the upper hand in this duel, as the students kind of make space for you, as they realize this might get a little heated. As you know, non-lethal attacks and all that, no AoEs you can help it. Begin! And he vanishes off into the side.
Oh, AoEs?
And there's no fireballs.
And he said non-lethal.
He said if you can help it.
And he said
We all
non.
know the Richard Rich can't help it. I'm sorry.
How am I supposed to do anything non-lethal?
Figure it
Inflict
out.
Wounds was non-lethal. Just aim for something non-deadly.
There we go. Can I cast a Mind Spike non-lethally?
Potentially. Potentially.
Just don't try and kill me. If I'm out, don't go for the killing blow.
Fireball! Kill everybody in the
Say
room.
Richie Rich is in the midst of casting Fireball, and that's when the teacher gives that warning there.
You were like, oh, it's go time, before we even gave the ring-a-ding. It's, oh, non-lethal. Alright, you trying to mind spike Bridget, or are you still casting that fireball?
I'm gonna do Mind Spike, let's see, at level 3, non-lethally, so that's gonna be 48, and you get a Wisdom saving throw of 14 to take half.
Take half. Ooh.
God damn it. After I praised this dice.
Ooh.
That is going to be, you said wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
That is going to be fucking 8 total.
Oh,
That
right,
means
you
full
take
damage.
23 damage.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Reaction.
Hmm?
I am going to. Oh wait, no, that's not that's not an attack roll. Damn, that sucks. Oh god. Reaction spells.
It's the class of learning, not of failing, as you hear echo through the halls. A couple of students like, woo, in the back.
Okay. I see how it's going.
So no
So-
reaction then? Hey, I'm not done with my turn. Just
Oh.
waiting for your reaction. I'm gonna cast a Quicken Mind Spike.
Okay, yeah, I'm using fucking silvery barbs on you. Give myself advantage, and you get disadvantage on any roll that happen. 19.
So that's 19.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that is I save with 19 plus
Then you take 9.
9 points of damage. I
I
have
need some.
2 HP left.
Woo!
And
The-
that is how
The
a true
proctor.
Goldberg pass.
Proctor. Wise move. Wise move. Wise move. Simply incapacitating psychically. Very wise. And he vanishes again.
I'm gonna put this motherfucker to sleep. I'm using sleep on him at 3rd level.
Ooh.
You want to play that way? You want to play like this, Richie? All right then. So that's how many D4 again? That's 5 base plus an additional 2d8 for every spell slot above first. So that is 9d8 worth of HP.
The music kicks in.
Oh, what the fuck?
What happened?
Hold on. I have a red exclamation mark here
At where?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it rolled.
at the top. That was weird.
Yeah, I like how I avoided using my AoE, and then Bridget's just like, nah, fuck the rules.
I'm not using an AoE damage spell.
It's gonna put people to sleep if it lands properly.
You asleep, Richie?
What, do I have to have 40 hit die to not be asleep? Or is that hit points?
It's hit points.
Oh. Buddy! I have exactly 39 HP, so yeah.
And you see a couple of students in the side of the room just like crumple over as you cast
So-
this as well.
Now that Richie's asleep,
He is
Bridget is going to walk forward to him and just announce to the class, I will fucking point blank a lightning strike to him right now. Do I win, yes or no?
You see the pocket pop behind you. Give him a second, and you may try to roll to wake up.
No. Still my turn.
Yep. It's your turn. It's like, see if he wakes up. He has to see if he has the fortitude to stand for the duel to be over fully.
Okay, hold on. Let me read you sleep here.
Yep. I'm trying to remember
Sleep
how
is
sleep
weird.
works.
If it's affecting
Spell
multiple people,
Magical slumber, starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, which I chose him.
Mm-hmm.
I aimed it right around him.
Yep.
He was the only one that should have been in the fucking range of that sleep spell, but I digress. Let's see.
Huh.
Starting. Okay, hold on. What do we got? Affected by this, falls unconscious until the spell ends.
Oh.
The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. It's just he's out.
Oh,
He's out for a minute.
Like, you see the teacher just comes by behind you. Give him a second. Kind of looks over. Oh no, he's full out. Kind of 3, 2, 1. Duel concludes with the simplicity of a sleep spell. Goldhoof is out cold.
That is
So I go
100% bullshit.
I stand above him. Slap. Wake up.
Yeah.
Wake up. Oh, I wouldn't have expected you, of all people, to fight that dishonorably.
There is many dishonorable things in a duel, students, but a simplicity of a sleep spell on an unwitting opponent can be quite effective, never forget.
That hurt is all Bridget says to him.
Instead the
You're
proctor,
holding back.
as the proctor gets behind his desk again, he waves his hand, the sigil flies to you, Bridget, and you go back to full as you feel your mind soothed, you feel like your whole body untenses again. I give passing grades to Richie Rich, and I'll give it a silver star for Bridget. A well-played maneuver.
That's it. Next time I'm using Fireball. Damn the process.
Damn
Did you say that? Did you say that out loud?
Utter that very, very quietly.
Yeah, you see the clock kind of glue you in the eyes. And next will be Skip Marty and Miles to the stand.
All right. Yes, Miles, come on.
Any opening duel awards from my first-year students?
Miles kind of just like adjusts his glasses, kind of like shoves off some of the dirt that he had on his jacket, and just goes, I guess, may the best mage win?
I guess. Go easy on me.
A rousing, courageous battle cry will initiative.
Oh god.
Oh, okay.
Natural 20.
Oh,
What's your
no
dex?
matter what it's gonna be.
Wow!
Oh, 19. That was actually
What's your
really
dex?
fucking
Whoa!
Take your dex.
okay.
Take your dex.
What is the numbers?
23 for myself.
Ooh.
I need to pull up my thing again. Sorry.
This is why you always...
I'm pretty sure he got a nat 20 though. So
No, it's
No,
initiative.
no, no,
It's
that 20
initiative.
does not matter. It's just the
It
numbers.
doesn't
Oh,
matter.
really?
Initiative.
So 20 for me.
Okay, so flat 20 versus
Versus 23.
3. Yep, so Miles, you have the first strike here.
All right. What are we going to do to our dear friend Skipmore? Probably nothing. Sure. Okay. Let me look up a spell really quick. 1 second.
See, this is why you always choose sleep as a wizard.
Yeah, true.
You had rolled one fucking lower.
I know.
No, that was...
On the cusp.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Ooh.
Bullshit, and you know it.
It was perfectly fucking... This is a defense class. I think I defended myself quite well.
Best defense is a fireball, but they wouldn't let me use that.
All right, I'm gonna try out one of my new spells. It's gonna be kind of interesting, but here we go. This is going to be a 5th level spell. This ought to be interesting. I'm going to cast.
Whoa. How do you have a 5th level spell?
Yeah. What?
No, oh god, how do I have a 5th level spell?
How do you?
It's like, wait a
That's
second.
my question.
What spell is it?
We are level 5, but you should not be able to use a 5th level spell.
Okay, I must have done something a little bit wrong in my research. I was
I'm
going to
about
cast.
to die.
No. It's not a damage spell. It is a defensive spell. It's called Circle of Power. So essentially, anything within 30 feet of me, including myself, has advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects. And then if by some chance they do make the... What is this?
How do you have a paladin spell?
It's what it gave me for Quandrix.
Oh, it gives you that as a Quandrix? Let me take a look.
Yeah. We're 5th level, so it gave me access to one of those spells. Unless I read that wrong.
Double checking.
We're gonna flavor this as Miles is like sweating under the pressure, quickly looking through his spellbook of like, okay, don't kill Skip Marnie.
No, that's spell level, so you can take it at 5th level. As a 5th level spell, that's what it is. You just misread that.
Yeah, no. You need a 5th. Here's the thing: when you add a spell to your spell book, it has to be of a spell that you have slots for. And since you don't have a 5th level spell slot at 5th level, unless you do, which I don't think that's what druids get, but...
No, because if he's part of Quandrix, he can take these spells to those spell levels, but he doesn't have a 5th level spell slot yet.
Yes, you can't use it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
You will in time have access to it, but not yet.
I will in time. So, I guess the maximum... What's the
That's why I run
ceiling of what I can cast here?
I think you should have like a 3rd level spell as like your tops.
Alright, and then I guess we'll just alright, sure. Let's cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level. So let me roll for this guy.
Yield Classic.
Yield Classic. Okay, so
Certified Hood
it's a
Classic.
17. Does that hit your AC, dear Skipari?
I'm almost positive. Yeah, I have 12 AC.
Okay, so that is going to be... I'm real sorry.
Swift Breeze would hit you.
Yeah, that is 5d6 radiant damage.
Woo! Ooh!
That is 4, 8, 12, 15, and 17 plus whatever the hell it was, so that's 25.
25? Alright.
So basically Miles just goes, okay, and he just kind of like panics, just goes, "Gah!" and just like fires off this like really fucking bright spell from his hand. I'm a fire in my laser.
And then it makes it easier for the next thing to hit you, I believe.
It does. I understand it right. Yes, it does actually. All right. So actually, as the spell finishes, Miles' glasses are like crooked, and his hair's kind of in a
ready
puff.
to throw.
Just like
Yep.
All right, I think
Unless you have a bonus action.
I do not actually. That's my turn.
Yep, Miles. As you just go your guiding bolt against Skip Murray, what does Skip Murray do?
How close am I to him?
You are within 15 feet. You're like right here, so.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't use that.
You can move. You can move.
Yeah. I don't want to melt someone again.
What is it with you?
Not yet, at least. Alright, I will cast Poison Spray. Or wait, I'll move 5 feet towards him and then cast Poison Spray.
God. Oh god. Okay.
And you need to succeed in a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
How does that work again?
Oh, here, I think...
He rolls his con save against it.
Oh, okay.
Let's get a dice here. Let's see, so... Yeah, I roll a Constitution save where I take 1d12 poison damage. All that fun stuff. Okay. Do you know what the DC is for this Constitution save?
It's his spell save DC.
Yeah, whatever your spell save DC is, my friend.
Okay. 13.
Okay. Let me do the thing. Let's see. Ooh, damn. Okay. That is a 7. Oof.
Alright, so you take 1d12 of damage plus 5 from the spell attack bonus, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how you do. Oh god. No max damage.
Nope. So 9.
9. Okay, so Miles kind of just like you shove the poison grenade. Goes, oh, what the?
Dead!
Dead.
Doesn't that also poison, or is it only...
It does spray poison, but I don't think it actually, like...
No, it's not necrotic damage. It's
Okay.
just poison damage.
Yeah.
Make it sure.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, it'll fall back to Miles, as he's just been sprayed in the face.
Oh boy.
I'm lucky I don't have to
Let
clean this
me
place up
see
again.
Here. Okay. I wonder. So if so question about spell casting. If I use something at a second level, but that's a first level spell, does that expend 2 slots or 1?
It just spends the second level spell slot.
Oh, okay. Sure. Let's do this one. I'm going to do a 3rd level spell. I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality.
Ooh. Richie and
Miles.
Bridget immediately just brutally just smack at each other and knock each other out. These two.
All right. Miles is kind of like, he's kind of like squinting because he's got like kind of poison spray in his eyes. And he just goes, "Really hope this works." And he like flips to a page, and then he like especially smacks the ground, and what comes up is like this like sigil that just kind of radiates just what you would think would be healing magic. He just goes, "Okay, I hope this works."
Yeah.
So cool. Cool. Alright, I guess as a bonus action for while I'm in this aura, I will gain back 2d6 HP. I will gain back 3 HP.
Not the best, but it's HP.
Slowly starting to. You can see the poison is kind of like slowly diminishing. He's kind of just like, yay.
That's a full action, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is. Skip. What do?
I will cast, I'll just use, Sacred Flame.
Hmm.
Dodge!
So... You have to succeed a Dexterity saving throw or take 1d8, radiant damage.
Dexterity. Okay.
Pulling out the cantrips, are we?
Ooh, that's not good at all. Again, that's a 6.
So you get taken a hit.
Alright.
Yep.
Didn't you dodge?
Wow.
All right, and what
That
is
was...
What is he
It
doing?
got caught on the chair, too.
It's a roll. It's a roll.
It's the roll. So
Yeah,
1
so...
plus your spell attack.
So
right?
6 damage, yeah.
6 damage. Okay.
No. Spell attack only affects on hit. It doesn't increase damage.
Nope, not on that. So it's 1 damage.
Wait, what? Why?
Spell attack bonus. It's basically to hit something with a ranged attack. You don't add bonuses to spell damage in 5e for whatever reason.
Oh, but then
Oh, okay.
he didn't take 9 damage last turn.
Again, I'll take it anyway. No worries. We'll know for next time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Nah,
I
you
was
good, man, no
looking
worries.
shit up. I would have caught that earlier had we.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm also new to spellcasting myself. Don't worry about
Same.
it. All right. Miles kind of just get like planked in the head and just goes, okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn, my friend?
Yeah.
He just pops behind you and goes, "Need to really work on your cantrips there." He just kind of poops
Fine
back.
line in between trying to hold back from being lethal and being ineffective.
Basically, he's trying to say more
Right.
quickly and nicer, because the duel's in the middle of
so-
happening.
You don't want me to go any further than this, my friend.
Hmm.
I was gonna say.
He just has his
Historically.
he has a comically large mug of some liquid, just unimpressed.
I don't think that's coffee. This is
You really shouldn't be drinking on the job.
Kind of leans over to Richie, or not Richie, but G-Money.
Do you say that directly to him?
Yeah.
Very quietly. Kind
He
of
just
whispers.
points a finger at your feet, and you feel like they weigh heavier. Focus on the duel. What are you doing? What are you doing, Miles?
I would like to cast Wild Shape, actually.
Ooh.
In the form of an owlin.
All right.
All right. So if you'll remind me. So basically, I guess you see Miles is kind of a. He's not tall, but he's not short. Kind of just go. And he's like a owlin. He's not like a pygmy owlin like our dear Bridget, but he's an owl. And he just
Part of
goes,
me
you know
wants
what?
to say cultural appropriation right about
It feels a little bit like it, doesn't it?
And he's just kind of like,
You just said owl face.
oh. Am I owl facing? Oh god. Look, I don't do good under pressure. Okay?
We have a racism. We have like the group's first racism.
Look, Miles is not good with people. Okay.
Neither am I.
Neither. Yeah.
So you've done Wild Shape. What
Anyway,
now?
So as I am now a owlin, I would like to essentially fly up, and he just goes, you know, you're really good at hitting a standing target. Let's see how good you're hitting a moving target.
So you're trying to play a dodge. Okay.
Pretty much.
So you're flying, and you get a +2 since you're applying dodge. Okay.
Cool.
What do, Skippy boy?
Mr.
Skippy boy!
I will cast. How far away is he now?
He's, I would say he's like 20 feet, like 10 in front, 10 in the air.
Okay, I'll cast Sacred Flame again.
Can I just...
What's up?
G-Money has been cheering in the background the entire time.
Yeah, I'm assuming you've been like, oh!
Let's go! Let's go! Start
I don't know.
There's a couple of the students that kind of like, yeah, come on, mess him up!
I see Miles go for the dodge. Yeah, use your monk ways!
What?
He's not a monk!
I am, though.
Yeah.
So
I said that.
I'll cast Sacred Flame at one of his wings, though.
Oh, okay, it's on a target, okay.
Use your inner monk ways!
Miles
Dex
is just
save.
Dex save of 13, correct?
Okay, so it would be a spell save then with the spell attack bonus then?
No.
No.
Okay, I don't get
That
how this
applies.
works
That
then.
applies when you're trying to
Oh,
hit
attack
somebody with it.
bonuses only apply
You were trying
to
to steering
range.
ray.
Yeah, it only do you only if you roll to attack for a spell, not if somebody has to do a saving throw.
Okay.
Yep, it's for hitting,
So
not
the
damage.
spell save DC is 13. What happens?
Yep, so you have to find out if he dodges or not.
Yeah.
The DC is strictly for saving.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get?
8.
An 8? that hits.
8.
So he takes
Okay.
he takes a sacred
20,
flame.
buddy.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the spell attack bonus is when you attack for a magic or something magical.
So like,
Gotcha.
say you wanna
When you
hit
make an
somebody with a
attack
fireball.
roll, and then the DC.
If I need to
is for-
roll, if I need to roll
To hit, then it.
to hit, then okay, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Most AOE's or most just like things that
5
are
damage.
5 damage.
kind of like
Roll
thrown in
me.
kind of like a general range usually have a save.
Roll me in athletics to not mess up your new flying form.
Sure.
As he lights one of your wings on fire.
Dirty 20?
Yeah, you stay in the air as he burns you. You keep your composure and don't flub it.
Like,
Yeah.
he hits the wing and he just goes, okay, used to flying out. Oh god.
Rookie!
Yo, come on, got 5 copper on this.
Alright, my friend. Okay. Sure, I'm gonna try this. I'm going to try and, I guess, what the equivalent of a headbutt, I guess is what this would be called.
Just gonna peck him.
Like,
Dive?
yeah, I'm just
peck
gonna
him?
just like kind of spiral dive and try to aim for the middle of his chest, I guess.
Do you know what the thing on a beak is, Bridget, perchance?
Pretty sure it's just a.
we don't
I'm pretty sure
have
it's
a
just a
bite
still
attack
D. It's
as
just a
an
D4.
I think it's a
no.
D6.
It's literally just 1 damage if you're not trained in unarmed combat. You're trying to
Yeah.
unarmed strike. It's 1 damage. So
No,
damn it, fucker.
I mean, okay.
You gotta be trained.
Yeah.
You gotta be proficient in it.
You just try to peck Skip Mori.
Owlins don't have a bite attack.
I was just mainly going for unarmed strike, but
Yeah, unarmed strike is 1 damage if you are not a trained person in hand-to-hand combat.
Oh,
Yep.
hey, that's a natural 20.
So you just
2 damage.
to realize you don't have like the you think you understand how an Owlin works. You take it in its form and you dive a straight like diving peck. Do you realize your beak is like maybe like 2 inches? As you just nail it in, you deal 2 damage as it's critical. It doesn't run to Skip Mori, but you realize you just kind of bound your whole way into him, and you bounce off with like barely anything to show for it. It's like a little bit of blood on your beak.
Well, then I guess the wild shape ends at that point.
G-Money's gonna cheer extra hard for this one. Let's go!
And
Armed attacks! Let's go!
Miles is
Richard
like
is just,
holding.
leaned forward in her chair. What were you doing?
Miles is kind of holding his like what is his beak / nose.
Yep.
He just goes.
A little bit above your lip, there's like a tiny bit of red, and like a little bit of Skip Mori's like cloak on it.
He just goes. Oh, that was a bad idea.
Damn.
Oh, that was a shit idea.
It feels you almost like crushed in your sinuses.
So I guess I'm on. I guess now the wild shape has ended and I'm dazed. Oh, boy.
Excellent, you knew what I was thinking.
Yes.
Oh, Skip!
I will cast poison spray.
Oh.
You know, he's gonna melt my face off. You know what? Dessert at this point.
You did just peck me, my friend.
I was going for more of a, spiraling head into solar plexus, but I misjudged that terribly.
I'm a vicious bird of prey!
We're nature's slowest birds!
I guess I'm better at equations than actual animals.
Oh my
We're
god.
ambush predators!
Also, magic!
Oh, God.
You need a Constitution saving throw.
You see,
All
I've never
right.
seen somebody quite try to peck somebody like that.
If he's dazed, does he get disadvantage
He
or
gets
anything? Or is it
disadvantage.
just...
He gets disadvantage.
Okay, alright. Okay, that's unfortunate. 7 with disadvantage.
Yep. So just poison spray.
Poison
Alright.
spray, baby?
What's your d20 doing?
Ooh.
4
damage.
damage.
Is
Four
poison
damage.
spray a d12?
Yes.
It
Yeah.
is. It's a 1d12.
Yep,
There is a reason I chose that spell.
Good fucking god, alright.
And it's a cantrip.
Yep. It's the problem is it doesn't affect all creatures because of how it works.
Okay.
Does it not?
It doesn't affect every type of creature.
If they have poison immunity.
Poison
Well,
immunity,
I
and
guess.
also if they're like inorganic, doesn't do squat.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So he just point blank poison sprays you for pecking him. And then
And
I guess you're up unless you want to move, Skip Mori. He's like, this is getting weird.
He's still an owl. And...
No, he undid his wild shape when he
I-
pecked you and
I'm,
dazed
I'm
himself.
back to a half elf.
He's back to his normal form.
Okay, is he still dazed?
Not when he starts his turn, he's no longer dazed.
Okay. I'm gonna try and kind of jump around behind him.
So you spray him and get behind him, okay? Yep,
Yeah.
he's still dazed when you spray him in the face. That's free.
Okay.
Just get behind him. What is he doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Or what is he doing?
What are you doing? You just got behind him after you sprayed him in the face.
I'm just gonna try and kind of keep out of sight for when he
Oh, you-
regains.
Roll me stealth. Roll me stealth.
He's gonna Alabama him. He's gonna turn around, take 2 steps forward, and go trip over him.
Alright. +1 for stealth, okay.
Woo! So
10.
10. A 10. Okay. Respectable. Somebody not trained in stealthy ways. Okay. Miles, after you get done being sprayed in the face and dazed, you look around, Skip Mori's on your field of view. Perception.
Okay. Perception, boys.
The crowd has gone mostly silent. They're like, whoop. Like, we're going.
14 to
Okay,
perception.
I was gonna laugh so fucking hard.
You turn around and just see, like, Skip Molly, like, getting, like, right behind you, like, in, like, a ready pose behind you.
Okay.
That would have been so dumb.
It would have been great, and you know it.
Oof, okay.
It's right in front of
I guess
you.
we're gonna- Right in front of me. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clasp my hands together and kind of like bring them apart, and you see that on my my right hand, just a conjured flame blade
Oh.
just comes out, and he just goes. "Ugh!" He's just really irritated with himself right now.
And this is Green Flame Blade?
I believe so. Yes.
I believe that's a dex save against it, if I remember correctly.
No,
Yes.
it's an attack roll.
It's an attack roll, okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yep.
an attack roll. So then, okay. You got it.
Yep, so you roll, and this gets you a spell attack bonus to it when you roll this
All
one.
right. That is also that's a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
All right. Unfortunately, my friend, you will be taking 3d6
Ooh.
fire damage. Roll that one. Whoa. Okay, almost max damage.
Ooh.
That is 17 fire damage, my friend.
I am downed.
Yep, you see the crowd, like, as you realize when you get the crowd goes, as they flame blade into him, you emulate very violently with a violent flash of anger as you crumple onto the floor.
Tamper.
You got 17 on with the 3d6.
He said nearly max damage.
That's why I
Fuck,
said
dude.
nearly max damage.
2 6s
And a 5. Yeah, and a 5.
He
Almost max damage.
who's in front of you. Well done with that. Don't know what he was doing getting behind you, frankly. He pops his hand down, you and you flash back up, skip mine. Honestly, good try. Passing marks both with you. I'll give you a copper medal there, Miles. You could have done a little better there. That wild form was very interesting maneuver.
He just goes, yeah, you really gotta do some research on animals.
And he waves his hand across you, and you recognize like a calming, healing aura, and you go back up to full.
There we go.
Oh, wait, me or him?
Both of you. He used
Okay.
he used a much more. He had to like actually lay hands on to heal you.
Yeah, Miles kind of just like goes over to Skip Marty and goes, hey, listen, I hope that last attack, you know that wasn't personal, right?
You went a little bit stronger with that last one than I thought you would, but fair enough.
No, he should have gone harder.
Yeah, yeah, sorry, conjuration's kind of a new thing for me.
You see the fucker? No, he should have gone harder from the start. Both of you, frankly, you're a bit of a one-trick pony this game. You worked on more than just spraying your opponent. You could have done a bit more maneuvering there.
I didn't want to melt a limb, so...
Y'all did kind of just stand there and slap each other.
The crowd's like, yeah, 5 coppers. Thanks, Miles. You guys like, screw you, Skip Murray.
What's the D&D equivalent of Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Rock'em Sock'em Golems, what do you ask?
I was thinking Whap'em Bap'em Warforged.
Whap 'em, bap 'em. Alright. Cool.
And, and you see a couple more like first years get up in front of the class, and eventually he says, G-Money.
We can't hear in the Discord, by the way.
Nope.
Hello.
G-Money to the front versus Talon. He pulls up a first year, seems to be a bit more of a martial side.
Okay.
You haven't seen this student at all before, he seems really fresh to you. He kind of gives I'm gonna show you what I got.
Good luck.
It's good luck.
G-Money!
Melt a limb or something!
Roll me a persuasion on that one, Bridget.
That is a 15.
A 15. The crowd's like, yeah, get him, G! Couple people in the crowd like, yeah, for you. Take an advantage on your initiative roll here.
Oh God. Well, you can roll for me.
Okay. Boop, boop.
Oh, damn.
12 was your higher?
So 17.
17! And he got... not fucking that.
All right.
So, what are you doing first, G-Money?
You know what? I've never actually used this,
That was a good sign.
but I'm gonna attempt to use. Actually, no. Yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna activate my gem flight.
Huh. Okay. You can do that.
And I'm going to, which is that's a bonus action. Okay. I'm going to use my movement to fly over to this man's, and while I'm hovering in the air, kind of like a while in the air, I'm going to fucking swing my foot at him and try to kick him in the face.
Just straight up.
Yeah.
Roundhouse.
It's gonna be like a fly-in and then like a spin around kick.
How'd you do this? Roll me intimidation.
Okay. Well,
I need to roll for you, of course. Ooh. You don't look as cool as you think you do when you do this.
really? I have fucking spectral wings on my back. That's fucking rad. Okay, well.
Those
guy-
fucking digital dice are
And I've been
dumb,
lifting
man.
weights. I've been fucking gaining.
He goes, oh, come on, Sparkly, as he kind of gets ready for you to come at
You know
him.
what? God damn it. What does inspiration do?
It can let you re-roll and get a +4.
Okay, I'm re-rolling this
Oh.
shit. I don't care if it's not an attack roll, we're re-rolling this shit.
Oh boy.
My pride is on the line.
A 5.
God damn it.
But with that, you're allowed to actually fight his roll with that, with your bonuses there. What's your intimidation?
+4, right?
No, he lets you re-roll or get a +4. And what's your intimidation
or get a
bonus?
+4. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that would have been the same. Oh, okay.
What's your intimidation bonus?
My intimidation bonus is. What is it under? Charisma?
Because the
That's
one
a
you fail
+1.
no matter what.
Yeah, it's a +1, so.
It's a +1, okay.
Regardless, my pride isn't destroyed anymore because
Well,
it wasn't
good
a
for
natural
you.
one.
Even though you don't like strike your right pose and you do your intimidating cool maneuver, he's still like kind of hold on, and he steps back, lets you fly towards him,
Wait,
losing a bit of
what?
his footing, and you get to attack with advantage on your roundhouse kick, which is first your kick here with your battle 1 to 10.
So 10, so that would be hold on, that'd be a +3 plus to hit. Never mind, +5. Okay, +5. So whatever that was, +5. 15?
So 15 to hit will hit.
Okay. So he will be taking 1d6.
D6.
Damn it.
Coming up.
Or no, this was a mark. No, never mind. 2d6. My bad.
2d6. So the first one's a 4.
Yeah, 2d6.
And the next one's a 6. So 10 plus
So
whatever.
10 plus. Well, no, I don't get. Unfortunately, when it comes to my martial arts, I don't get that.
Okay, so just
Sort of
straight
bonus.
up 10 damage across
And
his
then-
jaw.
I guess since I used my martial arts, I'll use a key point.
Okay.
To allow myself a. Actually, no, I just get straight up an extra attack. Never mind. I guess I'll use another attack then. However, I'm going to use a key point if I do land this. Yeah, I'm just going to see if I land it first.
So attack. 11.
So 16.
16, that will hit.
All right, so I'm going to use a key. Well, first off, damage. So
Which is 2d6 again.
Yep.
1, so 2.
Wow. Okay.
Hey guys.
And then I'm going to use the key point for my stunning strike.
Alright, which does.
That does not do any damage. He needs to make a. Oh god, what is the save again?
I want to say it's Constitution.
It is, yeah, it's a con 15 save.
Con 15.
Yep.
He makes it.
Okay, damn.
So you
I
do
think
that, and you
that's
stunning strike
pretty
him, and he
much-
still kind of holds his jaw up like, oh, you're gonna regret that one.
I think that's it for now.
What is your AC?
My AC is 18.
18. Ooh, yeah. He takes a swing at you with his sword, and it just whiffs you as you skitter away with your spectral wings.
Let's go.
School for mages.
To which he then whips his hand, and you see a
Shut the hell
small
up.
medallion in
I got
it.
spectral. Wait, who are
And
you
you just
saying
go-
that to?
Both of you. I mean, you have spectral wings, but you're punching the shit out of him or whatever. So
I'm literally flying with spectral wings.
He has a
Can't tell me that's
small
not magic.
he has a small medallion in his hand as he whips it towards you, and you see a light flash as you feel 3 sharp impacts into you for
Ah, he used magic missile on you.
8 damage.
8 damage. Hold on. Just making sure I can't. If I can do anything. No, I can't. I don't think I can do anything.
He goes, falling back on classics, I see. And you're up. He just seems like how he'll hold his ground
Wow. Okay. He's all right. You know what? I'm gonna use a bonus action
there. Okay.
for Step of the Wind. It's gonna use a Kai point, and it's gonna let me disengage from him
Okay. Yeah.
as a bonus action.
Yep.
So I now have 3 Kai points remaining, and so that allows me to move. I'm gonna move away from him.
I put you 5 feet away.
Okay. So now I'm going to use. Where's it? Looking at all my fucking papers. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Oh, shit. Sorry.
I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm going to use my Breath of the Dragon.
Oh, dragon breath. Okay.
Yes.
Oh god!
Let's see.
I forget what type
However-
of dragon you are.
No, this is actually based on my monk class too.
Oh.
I'm using the monk variant.
Okay.
Yep. So I will do it in a, I guess, 20-foot cone since he's like right there. He'll need to make my Kai save DC, which is 16. Yeah,
16
he'll need
save?
16.
He does not.
Okay. So he will be taking. So that is 3d6. No. Hold on, I read that completely wrong. 2, 6. 46. Okay, 46 of. And I get to choose between fire, cold, poison, lightning, or acid.
You get to choose, or is it
Yes, I do.
every time? That was, wow, okay.
Sure. I will just. You know what? We'll do cold, just to make him feel cold.
Alright. Yeah, ice breath him.
Yep, 46.
4d6 coming
Yep.
up. Wow. For a total of 13 to hit.
13. And then I guess.
Yeah, ice blast him, kind of goes, oh! And you see his flesh starting to like frost over, and you see some blood trickle out from the flesh splitting from flash freezing. Ah!
And I think. Yeah, Yeah. that's good.
Hmm. You kind of,
I approve.
you see him kind of get his bearings, and he just throws his sword directly at you.
That's a missile. Does that count as a missile then?
That would.
That would.
Okay.
That
I will
would.
use my reaction.
Okay. Which does...
To deflect missile. So roll a 1d10.
1d10, okay.
Yep.
Boop, boop, boop. Right in the back of 7.
7 plus dex, so plus 5, plus my monk level, so plus 10. So if he hits me and it does less than 17 damage, I can catch it and throw it back at him.
Huh. So if he hits, so he has to get your 18.
So first he has to hit me.
13 will not hit you.
No. Okay, well then just whiffs.
Just... But you had like the pose ready to like deflect it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called deflect missiles.
As he does that, you see his hands like go together and he pulls them back towards him. And your AC is 18. That one does, and so I roll D10. 8, so that'd be an 11 for you that time?
For the
For your
missiles?
Yeah.
No, no, it's plus my dex mod plus my monk level, so it's 18.
It's 18. So it does less than 18 damage.
Yep, if it does less than 18 damage, I catch it and throw it back.
What's the hit die on this sword?
The 10 is its magic.
It gets thrown at him.
Yeah, you just feel it come behind you, just full body, like, pirouette whip with your tail, you snag it, get your palm, you just hit at the butt of the sword, as it flying back at him.
Yeah, so whatever damage he would have done to you, him.
And you see the sword just pierce into his abdomen, just, ah! And he drops to his knees and he, again!
Let's go!
The crowd's like, oh! The proctor taps on his shoulder and the sword flies out into the floor. Honestly, not the worst maneuver. Maybe don't do that against someone trained in the monk ways, Albert. He walks over to you to kind of tap shoulder. Good job. A marks, using your natural talents.
Sweet.
Full passing monks for G money. And a couple more students go up in your class, kind of progress, you kind of watch people dueling. And it's like, everybody has either passing grades or has excelled. Anybody who won their duel, take an academic D4.
Anybody who what?
Anybody who won their duel gets a strixhaven D4 for a bonus whenever they want. For any academic.
For the academics, right?
Yep.
You didn't say anything about that before.
Nope. And with that, the first per duel, you all either won or lost. It happens, this is life. But now you must take this knowledge forward, learn from your mistakes and your victories. We'll be studying through your weaknesses throughout the week. You see the cat walk up to the table. It's like, honestly, I could have seen better.
I knew that cat was gonna start talking. I fucking knew it. I was expecting the cat to start talking in the fucking first
I find many of you lacking, but I can live with it. You all show some more promise not to going to falter at the first sign of danger. With that, I expect you in here bright and early tomorrow at 9. I'm pushing it forward a half an hour. I want to make my lunch trip. Come, Carbert, as you say. And they both leave and class is dismissed.
I fucking knew that fucking Professor McGonagall looking ass cat was gonna fucking start talking at some point. I was starting to waver there at the end that maybe it wouldn't, but it was there for a fucking reason and didn't say a damn word.
I saw notice anything but put it in the chair.
I didn't change the camera angle.
What was the student's name?
Which one? Albert.
Albert? So I've never seen him before.
Yep, he's one of the new first years. You probably didn't bump into him personally when he was running the initiation classes with you.
When I get the chance, I do want to talk to him.
Okay, he's kind of pissed off. He's just healed by the instructor. He's kind of like a little shaken, but he kind of flicks the sword. Like, oh, he scabbers it, kind of dusts himself off. Looks up at you. What do you want?
Well, I've never seen you before. Usually I just, due to terrible circumstances, I know a bunch of people around here, but I wanted to meet you. I wanted to meet you because I think, I don't know, it was a lot of fun dueling you, and I think that I'm sorry, I'm terrible with words. G-Money, I know, right? It's terrible. G-Money is gonna extend a hand. He's just gonna extend a hand.
Roll me persuasion.
Persuasion. What am I persuading?
There isn't a diplomacy stat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm persuading. What the fuck am I persuading?
Yeah, you're like convincing
trying to
him.
persuade you, I'm
You're not okay. You're just being general. You're not like.
Yeah, I'm being a generally good person.
It's just being genuinely nice, Larry.
Sadly, Albert kind of could have been nice by not trying to bisect me with my own blade.
Well, if you want to, if you would like to, because I, have been searching for a partner for a long time. If you'd like to join me, I do the weight club, and I feel like it'd be awesome to have you as a partner.
At this point, I will need a persuasion officially.
Yeah,
if I
no,
want to convince him to
fine.
join.
That's fine. But the first part was just trying to be genuinely fucking.
Okay, making
Just a
sure,
nice-
making sure. A 16 this time.
Yeah, it's just a 16.
You have a flat.
wait.
You have a flat persuasion.
Hold on to me. Persuasion is correct. Oh, it's +1.
+1, so 17. He kind of. You know what? I could use some company just to get myself in order. I've been doing nothing but jamming my head in books and trying to get a hold of magic like Father taught me.
I will say, when you lift weights while you're probably gonna look at me really weird for this, but I lift weights while I study, and for some weird reason, it works.
At saying this, he goes, "You too? You son of a bitch!" And he holds his hand out to you.
Hell yeah!
Fucking two muscly arms.
Yes, he's a this first year student's kind of built.
Oh,
He's like, you gonna take his hand as he holds it up to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, clasp, and it's a full on. It's like, I didn't even know there was clubs here, to be honest.
Wait, what did he say?
He didn't even know there was a club here, to be honest.
Really? Okay. Well, yeah. There's a what do they call it? The
Strixhaven Iron Lifters.
The iron, yeah, the Strixhaven Iron Lifters. That place is awesome.
I know the store.
There's actually an event that they do every now and then where they do a 24-hour weightlifting. It sounds really tough, and it is.
No, that was like a 24-hour like exercise marathon they were doing to help get your mind off things.
Right. But we probably convinced them to do it again.
Wait, you want us to work out like a bunch of meatheads we are? Oh, right, yeah!
They use magic and weightlifting. They're dangerous.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they're like the gym bros that will also help you file your tax return at the end of
They
the
will.
Sweet.
Greta is from Quandrix.
Wait, so yeah, what Albert? So what college are you from then?
I'm from Lowhold.
Oh, you're. Hell yeah! Woohoo!
Wait, Sam?
Me too.
And this he kind of ties his group with you. Yeah.
Hold on. Is that a dunce cap in the corner?
Why you ask? Nobody got the dunce. Nobody got a dunce cap. No one got a dunce cap.
Saw that. It struck me as strange. Sorry, continue.
Anybody do anything else as they're exiting class?
Right.
You
Now,
just-
Miles, listen. When you're an Owlin, distance and ambush.
Miles is actually completely ignoring you and actually just going through his head, just like you see him furiously scribbling just different, what is basically trigonometry patterns to kind of figure out the flight pattern of this. He's like,
Where did I mess it up? Where did I mess it up?
He's not even paying attention to you, Bridget. He is just
He's
fully
trying to
nose
mathematically be a druid.
deep, pretty much.
I'm standing right here.
As you realize, like you see like a crude diagram of an owlin, with like all the math like spurting out of it.
He just goes. He like looks over for a split second. Oh, sorry. He kind of just like moves around you.
He just leaves.
I turned to the rest of the group. You all saw that. I tried.
You see like two of their owlins about a clock like nod their heads like
You just hear G Money from the other side of the room. I heard it. I saw it too.
Yeah,
that
so basically that whole interaction was just Miles doing the mumble meme where he's just like just trying to furiously write down what he did wrong. Anyways, move on.
He's calculating the aerodynamics of an owlin's wing. Fucking just like.
and with that, some time classes, more instructors come in and out of class. One of the teachers, there we go, comes in. He's going through like general remedial magical studies, and he's testing people on them as they go through the day. Everybody, roll me a con check.
Constitution.
You've been in class for a good 6 hours. People might be faltering.
Ooh. Not Bridget. That is a 21.
21. Okay.
You
Richie
said
got a 2.
con save?
Yes.
That is a 6.
Mmm.
We are in the realm of where Bridget shines brightest. Schoolwork.
G Money. In 8 plus. What for G Money?
For what is the modifier?
Con.
Constitution.
I'm pretty good at that. +3.
Plus 3, so 11. Okay.
I got a 7.
A 7 and a 6. And what did Miles
I
get?
got a 8 for myself.
8.
But is this a thing my flask of endless coffee can help with?
It can.
You're what now?
Yeah, it's not very fair.
You got it as a sign-on bonus. This one.
You, like, every single one of you has, like, an additional spell slot or something.
I'm sad you. I'm sad
All right,
because this thing,
fair,
Richie,
fair.
you didn't say you chugged before you did anything. You could have like avoided being slept by just having that coffee. If you had chugged it before class.
That is fair.
So yeah, this will give you an advantage roll for your.
Alright.
So you can re-roll that too.
Better than a 2.
Ooh,
You can't write that.
yikes.
You can't write that.
That's a 2.
You can't write that. You can't.
That's an 8.
An 8.
Why am I rolling terrible on the things I have good bonuses to?
You can't write that. So even with the events of the coffee, you just can't stay focused with it. None of you like.
I got a 21.
Yeah, Bridget, you are deadlocked as like the two of the professors come through the day. They like go through various magical studies, and you and Miles get another academical roll to apply.
Oh yeah.
Sweet, another D4.
I have 4 of those now.
Yep, anytime there's an academical thing, you can apply 1 per check. Trying to pull my next thing out here. And he says, and the person, we're going through some magical device study now. First off, I will give you some time with the device. There's a couple of small boxes. You may work in a group if you so wish. I recommend it, frankly. And I'm gonna see you all group up. You call Albert in to help you. Yeah, well, let's say Albert helps you. You kind of joins with the group. What's up, G?
In groups of what?
Let's say we split the group into lots of 4 different groups, and with that, they separate, and you all. And luckily, your group is in a group that can group up. That's not a group I just said there. Holy shit!
This group is another group who can group up.
Maybe
Yes.
you should stop grouping up your group saying so much. Split them into
should.
different groups.
With that, you all get to be in a group together.
Alright, so it's a box.
Yes.
Or is it what's inside the box?
Open the box.
You open the box. Inside there is a elaborate sphere with a bunch of runic signs on it.
I hit.
Anything that I recognize. You hit it?
No, I push some of the buttons at random.
You fiddle with it, and with that, roll me an investigation when you do this, Richie Rich.
With advantage, because I'm rich.
No.
These dice don't like
Yikes.
you.
He's a 6. You
So you all stopped rolling digital, so now I have all of your digital luck.
Let me clear the dice. Let me
Hey.
clear all the dice again. Maybe
Hey.
that'll fix your luck next time.
I have been rolling digital too.
You've had Larry roll digital, and he steals my luck at everything anyway.
I am so loved as a DM. You fiddle with it. You like poke. You see sometimes when you poke some of the contraptions on it, that it lights up, but nothing seems to like be a paddle you can discern.
Okay,
And Bridget said she was doing something
do
next,
this logically.
trying to brute
More
force the magic
logical
device.
than beginning the process of figuring it out.
You did it so fast the instructor couldn't like say the actual what you're supposed to do with the test. He's like, and he pops up with a I can't remember the name of the spell, thaumaturgy. And he's like, the goal of this exam is to discern what the device does and how to activate it, everyone. And he kind of sits down.
Like, gently takes it in her hands. She is going to study the runes on it.
Roll me Arcana.
That is a 17.
A 17. Sadly, you start peering through, but nothing seems to solve what this is. It might not be a field of magic you are familiar with the runes.
Okay.
You just you recognize some of them, but it's not a field you're familiar with.
Comprehend languages.
Comprehend languages does not solve it, though it seems to like change them. It's not in something you're familiar with at all. It seems almost mathematical.
Ah, but that does give me a bit of information that helps me. Miles, my good man. This has mathematical significance.
The moment you look at it, you recognize, oh, he does look like something you recognize from quadratics books you've been going through.
He unclips his little satchel, puts on his book. He just stares at it for a couple seconds. You hear light scribbling, and then he just goes, "I think it's this," and he holds up like what you guys think is just gibberish, but he kind of has like an equation. He's like, "I think it's this."
Roll me Arcana to prove that it's this.
Yes, sir. 22.
A 22, you say?
Yes.
You start scribbling and you realize this is a simple flux bauble.
Ah.
It allows for short-range teleportation.
So Miles just goes, "It's this. It helps you move places."
And it's in your hand.
Just
You
goes back to what he was
simply...
doing.
You recognize that each of the buttons is like a coordinate. So you press it, and you twist the orb, and within a moment you flux over to the other side with your
Richie
whole group in
was about
tow.
to flux us all into the fucking wall by pressing random buttons.
Highly possible. Highly possible.
That's why it didn't go off.
You immediately just... Whoop, the whole group just blinks over 10 feet. That was very quick. Miles, was that you?
He goes, "Yeah, I really like puzzles."
He goes, well done. And he waves his hand, and the box is finished. You may keep this. Well done.
He just goes, "Thank you," and just like plops it in his little satchel and goes back to. He's actually very nose deep, and like one, he's studying the lore of Quandrix, and two, he's still very much hyperfixating on how to be an Owlin.
He doesn't even care.
Here.
He's trying to mathematically become a druid. It's so weird.
I am right
Here.
here, my man.
You just need to get like join mind spell or something to fucking figure it out.
Honestly.
Yes, and now you get to move to the second step.
High place and push you off of the
But-
fucking belfry. If you don't die, you've learned how to fly. That's how my mom did it. That's how my mom's mom did it.
But Miles, now you have your hands on a flux bauble magical device. It can teleport you and up to 6 other creatures within 5 feet of you, up to 60 feet.
I was about to say, I thought I flexed ball with my pencil away. All right. Very cool.
It can be used once per short rest.
Cool. Said it was, how many people can I teleport, including myself?
You and 6 other creatures within 5 feet of you.
Cool. Gotcha. Alright.
You see, at the you kind of fiddle through, and the teacher's kind of watching the other students, and all but one group seems to understand how it works until one of them kind of like brute force the flux bomb and goes, "You really shouldn't!" And it cracks, and they blink, and they bop into the ceiling and crash back down. Ooh! Like 2 of the other groups, along with Bridget, does that. I'm sorry, with that, I will have to fail you on the magical device examination. And they all go, "Damn it, Josh!" I'm sorry, I thought maybe it was...
Nosferatu.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the teacher, and for the second phase, I'm sorry you will not be, you may leave the class early today, Josh's group.
Josh's group.
And they leave, the teacher waves their hand, you see a dunce cap appear on Josh's head.
No. Or I guess dance.
The guy's like, "Oh man."
Nobody's gonna laugh.
It's a Minotaur like you.
Wait, it isn't the same Minotaur from fucking Wizard Ball, is
No.
it?
Not that dude. Not the same dude.
Damn.
This Josh the Minotaur is a more built, seems muscular, but he does have an air of magic about him, unlike the other Minotaur, which is more spindly, but more, and you could feel the magic radiate off him, like he was more trained in it.
So I'm gonna assume Josh got or make angry.
No, he was genuinely trying, but he just couldn't do it, and he just tried to brute force the spear to work, which resulted in him cracking it.
Oops.
Damn it, Matt.
What did Matt say? Read it for the class.
As you all would know the timeless saying, it is better to beat off the Minotaur than to be beaten by the Minotaur. Sun Tzu. And with this, he weighs out, and for the second stage, this will be much tougher. I warn you. I don't expect you all to pass this, but it might serve you well in your further studies within my class. With the remaining time we have, and he waves hand, and another small crate appears in front of the groups.
You open it.
You try and you can't open it. It does not open. As you try opening it, you realize the top is not a top on this thing, it is a sealed crate.
Okay.
In this small, it fits in like the palm of your hand, Richie. Everybody else, it's like a small like jewelry chest. You would call it.
Okay, so it's a kind of fancy looking box, yeah?
Yeah, there is like a latch on the front, but it's like just a for show latch that you can tell. Like you'd be pull up, you like hold it with it, nothing happens. There's a couple of like intricacies about it, like it has like a couple like nice curves like welded on the side for like looking pretty, but
No writing on the outside?
there is like some.
What does it say?
Within the box contains the dreams, within the dream contains the box.
Oh, it's paradoxical. That's fun.
It's paradox.
Fall
great.
asleep.
I want to fall asleep. Skip noise. I'm done.
The
I just have
professor
to-
give any more
It
instructions?
said within the dreams.
He's like any more you ask the instructor any more instructions, like the goal is to see if you can solve it. Frankly, I'm just curious.
Okay, well, I mean, I could always try and put somebody to sleep again.
I was half joking, just so you know.
I'm gonna chug my.
Do you believe he was
coffee.
joking? Do you believe you chug your coffee just again? You see Richie's like, I'll put you to sleep, and you see Richie just.
Okay.
You are buzzed on coffee,
In
Richie.
the box, there is dreams. In your dreams, there is the box.
Yes. Within a box contains a dream. Within a dream contains a box. You see the two other groups are like as equally like what? As they're like trying to like one of the groups is just once again trying to like brute force open it, but nothing seems to be working for them. And the timer on this we only have half an hour left in the class. Let's see if any of you figure it out. What do you do?
Okay. Oh.
Because I'll make it simple. Like, there's no like clear opening. There's like a handle with like the top should be, but you can tell it's clearly put together.
We'll start off with a detect magic.
Detect magic. You definitely detect magic,
Of
and
what
it's
school?
illusion.
Illusion magic. Huh. Okay. Fun thing is, illusion is my specialty.
Good to know.
That is my school. I thought it was enchantment.
You double checked.
Double checked. It is
That's why
right
we do
here
that.
on my character sheet is illusion. That is my specialty. So I want to kind of think back. Have I ever seen anything like this before or read about it?
With that, I'll ask for a Arcana again, with advantage.
And our whole group is working on this,
Yes.
right? Okay.
So each of you get a check at this, basically.
Okay, my best was a 14, but I'm going to add both my academics dies.
Oh, you only get to put one. Only get to put one.
Okay, only get
One per check at a time.
Then we'll do 3. Plus 3. So that is 17 total.
A 17? You recognize the illusion is also a physical mass with this. It is not just purely illusion. It seems to actually illusion over reality as like a plane.
Okay, so can I pinpoint where the illusion is?
Within the box itself, and also the box. It's a multi-stage illusion.
Okay. So...
As you recognize, the box like looks almost blurry to you. But then it kind of solidifies again.
Wait.
As in the box isn't actually there?
No, I think the box is talking about the classroom, not the actual box in front of us.
What?
What?
We hired a box. And we come to Strixhaven to do Dreams of Magic. There's a box inside of a box.
Dream is inside
Can't
the
hear you.
box is... Say the rhyme again.
I'm
Sorry.
standing with it doesn't exist.
Because it just...
Within the
did
box
anyone
is a dream, within the dream contains a box.
Yeah, so if it's all a dream, then it doesn't exist.
So, did anybody else see it just kind of...
No.
fade
Everyone's looking at you, like, look at the box and try to, like, examine it, and they're just kind of watching you.
Everybody turn the opposite direction real quick.
Okay.
Everybody, including Albert, kind of like, okay, man.
Like, I'm just like, everybody in the group, just like, turn it up. Now, I'm the only one observing the box, and I saw it fizzle.
You in your hand, you see, like, it's kind of almost blurry to you. Like, you can tell you feel like it's in your hands.
But no one else is...
Looking at it, and it's still like that to you, yes.
Okay. Stop thinking about the box, everybody.
If everybody wishes to roll wisdom to do this, they may.
Think about literally anything else.
Sure. I will quickly do that.
Everybody must roll wisdom.
No.
Oh, Richie.
18.
G-Money is not.
G-Money
Yeah,
is
4! I rolled a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5!
G-Money is not going to do that because he seriously believes that doesn't exist. It's clearly an illusion. If it's all a dream, it's clearly an illusion.
I'm just asking you to blank out your mind. Think about literally anything. Hot girls, fucking weightlifting, don't care. Busy your brain with literally anything else.
Sorry, but you know what? Fair enough. You should come weightlifting with me, by the way.
I can barely pick up. Not the point.
If I do this for you, you can do at least one session of weightlifting with me. I'll make a deal.
Oh, God, Bird Bones is about to break.
There are very many owlins.
No, there's owlins there. No, there's plenty of owlins there. They have weights just for you guys.
I had a 16 on it, so I'm just going to try and clear my mind and forget the box exists entirely.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a 16.
I'll take that as rejection.
Bridget's a 16.
Yep, Miles had a dirty 20.
A dirty 20 on Miles.
Skip had a 18.
An 18. What did Richie?
Richie got a 4.
Just like within the
Or,
box.
sorry, a 3.
Oh my gosh. And, G-Money, did you agree to this, or?
I
Oh, well, if you agree.
mean, may as well. I
You're like, fine, I'll
I
humor.
don't believe that it's an actual
I'm just
thing,
testing
but
a theory. I'm just testing a theory.
Okay.
'Cause I think it doesn't exist either.
Woo!
It exists only as long as we think it does. That's stupid.
I'm so focused on the weightlifting that it's just.
You keep thinking of the box, the box, the box! Bridget, though, as you, like,
I'm
realize
so
it,
focused.
you take your mind off what you're holding, and eventually it just hits the floor on you.
Okay, I'll open
And when it
my
hits the
eyes.
floor, you feel like the tremor that felt too large.
Okay, I'm gonna look down.
The box is on the floor. Not on your hands.
But
Everybody,
It looks the same though.
yes. You can once again, like, it's almost blurry, but it's the same box.
Oh, what if we think that we're inside the box?
Roll me an intelligence save.
Intelligence save? Okay.
You don't want all of us to do this, do you?
No, it's just, he's the one who only brought it up.
Yeah, because
Am I in the
Yeah,
box?
in the
Am
box.
I in the box?
What was the roll?
An 8.
-1, so that's a 7.
You're like, am I in the box? And immediately you see him vanish.
Wait. Oh my god. Where am I?
None of you know where he went. He didn't say anything to you.
I'm just gonna
He thought it
make
and he
the
vanished.
loudest fucking yell as I possibly can.
Roll me, performance for how loud you yell.
Oh wow, I'm actually quite good at this.
You actually are, huh?
Yes.
15?
Plus... That's +4, so...
Oh, 19.
Yes, 19.
I'm gonna say, Bridget, you've like the faintest of like a hum from the
Coming from the
box.
box?
Yes.
Okay, 2 and 2 together. G Money just disappeared into the. Okay, so I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna go. G Money is outside the box. That's what I'm thinking.
Wait,
He's outside the box?
I'm saying G Money is outside the box with us.
G-Money, you are standing outside the classroom right now.
the what?
You're outside the classroom, there's a lock on the door, and there's the instructor standing outside of it. Ah, you had a bit of a mental lapse there, and you thought too out of that, did you?
I just thought I was in the box.
You were for a second, then you weren't.
Oh. Where am I now?
You're outside the class, they're still in there, and you see, like, in the room, there's, like, a multi-layered translucence with, like, the cracks in the door. I wouldn't...
Oh.
He's like, keep your voice down, it was really loud, and you just yelled like that.
Oh. That's funny. He's just gonna laugh at that.
See if
am I
anybody
thinking
else cracks the
G-Money is
code.
back with us? Does that do anything?
Say again?
I was thinking G Money is back here with us.
You think that, nothing.
I'm gonna
G-Money
go.
will... Wait, so am I not allowed to go back in then?
He's asking you not to.
Oh, ask me not to?
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
wait, he was here. I heard the hum coming out of the box. He disappeared. He's not coming back.
And you see in the instruction it goes, 20 minutes left.
Is the box still on the ground?
Yes. No one picked it up again.
I'm going to go grab it and then
How heavy does that
Used.
feel to you?
I don't know. How heavy does it feel
Roll
to me?
me a wisdom check. Ooh,
That is a 21.
21.
Or wait,
Nice.
no, 22. Sorry.
22. You pick up the box, and it's like in your hands, you're like... It doesn't feel like anything to you.
Doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah, it's...
But we
You,
all heard
you
the
want it...
massive
Yeah.
heavy thud.
Yep.
It's like it's something that I'm physically holding on to, though,
Yes,
right?
you try to put like a little bit of pressure on it, and it's there, but as you're like moving it around a little bit, like test the weight, like there's nothing here.
And we're allowed to use spells to kind of.
Nothing's stopping you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Identify on it?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
I lean in just not to give away the secrets to the rest of the class. Like, it's illusion magic. It's being obfuscated for what it actually is. The illusion would dissipate it, or if they use Nistel's magic aura on it, it would keep it from being able to be identified at all.
And can you say the rhyme one more time?
Within the box, there was a dream. Within the dream, there was a box.
In the box, there's a dream. In the dream, there's a box. So the dream is magic, and the magic is within the classroom. That's what I'm kind
I
of
wouldn't be surprised because
getting
G-Money
from it.
was here and is now no longer here. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't another one of those flux orbs just transposed into a box shape with illusion, and he just thought about it too hard and shot over outside somewhere.
Miles, when Bridget says that, roll me an Arcana to see if that would even be possible.
Alright, let's do it. That is a 14.
14. You wouldn't think that he would be able to do that without directly interacting with the Flux Orb in a very specific way. it'd be very unlikely, you think.
So Miles kind of like picks up from his book and goes, he didn't actually kind of interact with the box itself, so what you're saying is mathematically impossible. And goes back to
Technically speaking, of course.
Actually?
Yeah, he just, actually.
Actually?
He just, actually.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Albert's kind of like looking at the box too. He's like,
So, do we see... So, what... It's just like a 6-sided box, right?
It's like a decent size, like you would think, like jewelry box, but there's no clear opening on it.
I'll ask anybody. Does anybody else see it kind of being fuzzy? Because that's what it looks like.
You do, Skip.
I do.
Anybody else? We're gonna just kind of pass it around the room here.
Okay, I'm gonna say, Miles, roll me wisdom when you're kind of observing it, like, in your hands up close.
Sir, can definitely do. Alright, let's do... Yeah! Oh, that's fun. 27.
A 27! You grab onto it, immediately you feel nothingness in your hands. You're like, oh yeah, and it's blurry in your vision the moment you take a hold of it and kind of actually look at it closely.
Yeah, he holds it and he kind of like blinks like, I know.
When you blink,
it
it almost like Bridget, you notice this. He's blinking in it when it's in his hands. It almost like sinks into his hands for a momentary blip.
I will relay that to the rest of the group.
I'm sorry, what did he relay?
Like when Miles is holding it, when everybody blinks, you open and Bridget, through trained in the illusionary ways, has noticed that when you're blinking, the box almost falls out of his hands, like through his hands.
Like it isn't there. Like it's fucking just.
So the box doesn't
First of all,
exist
have we all
without
peered through the
cognitive.
illusion? I need everybody to start realizing that this is an illusion that is making it look the way it is. We need to peer through the first level of illusion.
See, Albert, like, I know a little bit about illusion. Let me see it. Do you give him the box, or?
Sure.
Alright.
Yeah.
He holds it in one hand, he has the medallion, he places the medallion on top, and the medallion sinks inside of it. It's like, I knew it. I bloody
Is
well
a
knew
medallion?
it. That's his magical focus.
Ah.
And then you start seeing it glow. It's like, Ike, and he blinks and the box hits the floor.
He explained fucking nothing.
They rolled a 1.
Yeah, I take that.
He placed a magical medallion on there and disappeared.
You saw him fight with G-Money. That was his magical focus.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm like, huh? Yeah, Albert's out in the hallway with you. You see also one of the other students from, like, the back is, like, vanished too. And he's like, oh, figured it out.
Yeah, what's up, Albert?
He's like, oh, I figured it out. It's just a pocket dimension that he places all when he casts that spell. That's the main focus, the get out.
Just like everybody. Anyways, so Bridget is like, so what? It just transports you out of here? She says audibly out loud.
People, as you say that, people are like, it is? And, like, one of the groups in the back are, like, now trying to viciously, like, exert harder. The proctor in the front's kind of, like, sitting there, his arms crossed at the table. 10 minutes left.
So, wait, hold on.
What's the trigger? I do not understand. I'm gonna try.
Believing that you're in the box.
Well, that's what I was trying to do earlier.
What'd you say?
Magic is the classroom, and the classroom is the box. Then
What'd you say?
I just said I think it's believing that you are in the box.
And you do that, you blink out of existence the moment you think that. And you pop up outside the classroom.
would I not be out there too then? But
Did you think the same thought?
more or less. I assumed that the classroom was the box, but
No.
no. Okay.
But you just...
Okay, it transports you through some form of magic. I don't have the. Can I roll like an Arcana to like really get a grasp on it?
Sure.
Okay. Also using the second die.
Oh, using that one, okay.
That is a 14.
A 14?
Yeah, not my best.
Though it's definitely something you've studied, it's nothing you've heard of yet. And Chuck goes, I see you trying to figure it out.
I'm just trying to brain out what just happened to me, because I thought I was...
You're looking out the door, you see the instructor there, you're kind of like, oh, well, you figured it out. Too bad you didn't figure it out properly to help everyone out in your group in time.
Well,
You
I
verbally
said
say it, though?
audibly, I think you just need to believe that you're in the box, and then I popped.
Oh, you said that audibly? Okay. And he
So, Miles is just like, no, it can't be that simple.
Can't be.
Nah.
Do you believe it?
Can I actually?
Oh, I'm starting to put two and two together at this point. Like when we dropped the box, the entire room shook, and I'm starting to like kind of verbally explain what my thought process is after hearing Bridget say that. So if the box is like shaken and the entire room shook, then that must mean that everything that happens to the box happens to us as well. So I'm gonna drop the box again. I'm gonna pick it up and then drop it.
You do, it hits the floor and you hear the rumble.
Okay, and then I am like, okay, so we are in the box. I say it to just the group of us, though.
We are in the box! And you roll me int. In check.
Fuck. Had to be int, huh?
Yep.
I'm. If not, I could roll it
Oh!
as well.
Nat
oh my
20!
god!
As you say, we're in the box! And you immediately hear a click on the box, and you look down, and you see, like, the latch that was on it is, like, open.
Oh, I will look into that
Open
then.
it, and everybody's sucked into the box, and you hear the door. Ding! Ah, you fully figured it out. It wasn't just a momentary thought process. You have done it, Sir Skip Murray.
Cool.
And he, in the background, he had like, child's play.
Oh, in his brain?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And with that, you have all successfully made it out of my dimensional pocket. Any object I touch, I can simply seal it off as a pocket plane, and you are all trapped inside of it. And after a little bit, you see a couple more people like pop out, halfway successes, and clap, and you see every pop outside the room. All of you who didn't solve it in time, passing grades on the other one, not so much the donus test. Away with you, everyone who passed. And you see your card glow with a little A, flying colors.
Wait, so I'm just a little bit confused. Did Bridget and Goldhoof not actually figure it out?
They did, but in like the manner where they couldn't explain it fully. So their brain thought it, and they cracked it, but they couldn't keep the will to keep themselves in the box. It's like so it's like a mental plane state. Once you realize you're in the plane and you know that you're within it, you pop it.
Neat. Okay.
But if you have the fortitude to withstand it, you can interact with the plane still, and the trigger he has planted within his magic is the box and trench what you group out of there.
I assume that's what the int save was for then.
Yes.
Okay.
It allows you to interact with others with it. And he sees you, but he sees you looking at it like, this is a dimensional illusion spell. The illusion is more within it, but the greater magic is outside.
So wait, while you're in that dimension,
And there's a copy. In there is nothing but a copy. As he looked in...
Okay, so
yeah.
when you're in there, does anything in there affect the world out here?
Barely, if any. It's connected on the thinnest plane.
Are we going to be learning this soon?
Potentially, he says. See you in tomorrow's class, and he walks away. And with Skip Mario, has an A+ right next to your grade.
I gotta learn
Hey.
that. I have to learn that.
have to learn that.
I have to learn that. That's me too.
That would be perfect for if we get into a situation like we usually find ourselves in. To be in a place where we don't fucking break other shit. Or if we need a safe place to fucking hang around.
What were you about to say, G-Money?
Oh, I was gonna say, so when I thought myself in the box, I was like, oh, this will be perfect because then I can make noise, and then everybody could open the box.
Yep. Your brain came to the truth in time. Your brain came to a truth, but it couldn't save yourself from like thinking it harder than you could interact with it.
I get that. I was thinking about opening the box with my mind first. Just like, oh, just open the box, you know? But after that, I was like, oh no. Clearly, we can just be in the box, so...
And yes?
What did the whole magic medallion thing have to do with him putting the thing on the box and then just getting transported
He was
away?
trying to cast Dimension Door and realizing it was going nowhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Figured that as much.
Okay.
And so before he could explain anything, when his magic was legit just like, no, we can't teleport anywhere. He figured it out and he blinked.
That's wonderful.
It's a simply terrifying magic piece. It can work on so many levels.
And that's why I want to learn it.
And everybody gets to go back to their rooms as the day is concluded. And Skip, you can get another academic die for getting the rest of the group out of there.
Hey.
As you all personally can pass, but by saving the group can all pass.
Cool.
Jerry's dice have been so unkind.
I'm going to eat all of Bridget's snacks when I get back to the dorm room.
I want to say you all decide to go back to the cafe, though, before you go back to the dorms to decompress from your first real day of class.
Completely unaware of Richie's evil intentions, Bridget is going to stock up on snacks.
Like, I can't believe that she put me to sleep. I can't believe the gall of that bird.
Not how you do a wizard's duel, damn it.
The words of Professor ring in your head. There's a time, place, and everything, and that was one of them.
Next time there's going to be a fireball in that class. Time and place for it.
It's this fireball.
Note to self: learn counterspell.
You're hanging out in the cafe for your last little bit while the campus is still fully open. What are you doing?
Well, I already told you what I'm doing. I'm going up to the bar. I'm buying as many snacks as I can.
They'll sell you a snack basket for like 10 copper.
Okay, I slide one of my silver over to them.
They slide you the basket, say enjoy. It has miscellaneous like breads and cookies and a couple of like sweets.
Rip. I'm gonna
Even
scrounge around
has that
for-
nice like chocolate swirl bread.
I'm eating that first.
Just nibbling on it. Mm.
I'm gonna scrounge around for some of the medicinal stuff for the psychic potion.
Where are you doing it?
I was going to go around some shops.
Okay, going to the marketplace.
Yeah.
You do see one like the general like potion practitioners, like they recognize you have your potion kit on your side, like, oh, you're looking for supplies, aren't you, Sonny?
Yep. Looking for some of the I forgot what the ingredients were already called.
Sure, dragon grass is one of them.
Dragon grass and yeah, whatever the ingredients for the psychic potion. I didn't write them down. Well, actually, technically it didn't save.
That is sad.
Yeah.
Alexa, play Despacito.
As you walk closer, your pocket watch hums.
Okay, I will kind of dart away for a second and check it out.
You pop the pocket watch open, and you hear clearly, "Go to the south. There is a patch that'll draw your interest greatly."
I will head there.
And you see, like, on the pocket watch, there's like a bunch of dials. You recognize one is simply a compass.
Oh,
And-
neat.
As you follow it south, and you see like a couple of students like putting away, and you walk in, there's a bunch of like the community crop garden.
Okay. I'm gonna ask if it's okay to harvest some things for practicing medicinal practices.
You see like a slender half-orc and look at you like, "You haven't worked here before, have you?"
Not yet.
It's simple, really. You put a little time, he tell you what you need. Or you can invest in supplies, so we help you that way.
Okay. I'm down to work part-time if you need me to. I would really like to get some of those medicinal things, though, so I can practice making some more medicine. I've run out of ingredients recently.
Happens to the best of us. No, the winter bloom. What to you? He takes a whiff. Definitely a death domain. I can hear it. I can smell it in your weave.
Yep. Yep.
Man, should just go around smelling other people's weave like that.
You shouldn't.
That's yeah. It's private, man.
Private, man. Privacy, smivacy half the time, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, you want to sign up, but we need some mulch spread about. If you do that, you tell what you need for the day.
Alright, I'll do that.
Roll me athletics or something to let you move mulch around.
Alright. I need to do this. Way the fuck out here so I don't get caught on anything.
What the fuck was that, Sam?
You just watch the dice fucking
19.
fly around.
20.
Dirty 20. So you just woke up a good sweat, just moving a lot of the stuff. You realize it was like shredded into gores, and you kind of pinch a couple of it because it's not a bad material. And you spread around, you get the work done in like half an hour. You guys like, that was pretty easy for you, huh? Do what you need. Just, he hands you a basket. Not too much, You know how it
Alright.
is with preserving the balance.
Yep, always got to maintain the balance for more crops and keeping everything alive. For now.
The cycle must continue.
Yep. Alright, so I'll pick a couple of each of the ingredients I need and then hobble off.
Yep. You say you have enough to make 3 various potions, anything you wish. Do you have the recipe for?
Oh, wow. Okay.
And you see the half. And by the way, talk to me if you need another trip through for the work done.
Of course, will do, man.
He nods you on the way and he waves his hand. Roll me perception.
Me?
Yes.
Shit.
Perception is wisdom.
I know. My perception
you
checks
saying
have
shit?
never been good. better than it has been. So 13.
A 13. You see, like, you almost see, like, a color portray from his hand, and but you can't make it out.
Huh. That was weird. And I just walk back. I walk away.
As you get back to your dorm, you kind of setting it out. You notice your slime has a tiny little bead.
He's growing. He's alive.
He's alive.
I'm snacking on some of the moss. It looks like.
Sweet. I put my hand in to just pet it really quick.
Roll me Constitution.
19.
It like grips onto you. You feel like it's almost trying to dissolve your finger. You're like, ah, that's cute. As you pull it back out.
Sweet.
It's a little like the layer of your dead skin on your finger has been like dissolved off.
You have a flesh-hungry monster that you're growing in your fucking thing. You're making deals with fucking the 5th college, the 5th secret college of fucking Strixhaven, and
It's
I
going
have
well.
no idea what you're talking about, Bridget.
As everything get laid out after that, you hear a voice.
Okay. This ought to be interesting.
I assume you pull the pocket watch out?
Yep.
Yeah. Pull it open. Like, you succeeded in blending in flawlessly. No one suspects a thing. How would you like the assistance of a fellow student today?
The assistance of a fellow student? I mean... I'm sorry, can you repeat what he said?
How
did you, or...
How would you like the assistance of one of your fellow students today?
That would be cool.
You already had it.
Oh, okay, that's what he said. Okay, that's awesome, yeah. Was it the orc?
Indeed, Andon, the 5th student. His last year here, I will miss him deeply when he leaves.
Fair. He seemed like a great guy.
He has learned so much of the ways of the Arcanic illusion roots. He will do great many things outside of my vision. But what is it that you need to learn today?
I need to learn... Honestly, I kind of want to learn some illusion spells.
Some what spells?
Illusion, because of the, illusion spell that we had in class today. He said it was child's play, so I'm curious what he has up his sleeve.
So you relay that you want to learn something at that level.
Yeah.
Though I have said it's child's play. That is for me. For you. Something in the future. Thank you for the follow. So illusion. What could I install in you? The benefits of illusion. There's always the minor illusion, if you haven't grasped it yet.
I do not have a great understanding of it. I just found it quite interesting and useful.
Simple. And you hear a thud, and there's a book of illusion on the table.
Ooh. I'll go over and check it out.
This will teach you everything you need to know. Study it well, student.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Teach.
thanks God.
Not that level, thank God. If it works, it ain't gotta understand shit. And you also see beside the book, there's a small thimble of coffee, even nice and prepping warm for studying tonight.
We can even more.
And as you pocket watch closes on its own, as the lid is now sealed shut. There we go. Dry lips. Dry fucking lips. And there's the book of illusion on the table.
I will start reading it and drinking the coffee.
Roll with advantage, Arcana.
I'm gonna need that advantage.
Ooh,
Nat 20.
Nat
Oh,
20.
Thank fuck. So, dirty 19.
No, that 20.
I know,
Nat
yeah.
20 will you will succeed to the best of your ability. So you chip Sophie, it's very good. It has a hint of cocoa to it. Very, very rich acidity. As you enjoy, you just drum through the book, as you just understand it, like, on the spot, and you realize this is a very simple cantrip. You have learned Minor Illusion. What's anybody else doing?
Okay, when we get back to the dorm room, I'm going to sit at the table and go, Richie, can I talk to you for a minute?
Richie, we need to have a talk.
Richie is going to pointedly ignore Bridget.
His feelings
no.
are hurt. His
I just
feelings are
didn't want
hurt.
you thinking that it was personal back there in the classroom, so I wanted to give you some of these snacks out of the basket. It's a peace offering. I know you don't eat enough during the day. You're spending so much time, well, for lack of a better word, preening and writing in the newspaper.
Richie is also writing in the newspaper like a slandering piece on Bridget.
You were actually all like making a rough draft on like Bridget the foul.
So, in an attempt to, as a peace offering, since we're living in the same dorm and we shouldn't be at each other's throats, I wanted to give you some of this, so take your favorites out of the basket. She says, walking up to him, not really caring if she's being ignored either way.
What do you do, Richie? Deep in thought he is.
Continue writing, I guess.
Stupid enough. It's like me, like, my father would have got me 10 baskets.
My father would have understood that I'm able to cast fireball on that, and it's expected to be returned.
Did your father often cast fireball?
It's a family spell. It's been passed down from generation to generation. The gold of... No. One of our defining traits. Once we truly come into our own, our fireball is of a golden fire.
Okay,
Seeing
noted.
that he isn't paying any
Reciprocating.
attention, she just sets the entire basket down and says, all right, if you want to be difficult, and just walks away to the library, where she is going directly into the restricted section, focusing on illusions this time.
Okay, I'm gonna note that. Roll me an investigation today.
Okay. Investigation, that is going to be a 14.
A 14. You're skimming through the books and you realize that all the books are the same, but they've been shifted around completely. Like they're put back in the wrong order. Weirdly.
Who works here?
You see that all the gargoyles are like busy and they're like pointing at themselves and each other like, what do you want?
Why are all these books out of order?
The gargoyle looks visibly like confused, like he flies down. What do you? And his eyes squint. Starts immediately shuffling. In like a grumbly goat tone, yelling at one of the other ones. And he's like, kind of singles back. I did 2 hours ago. Huh? Someone else smell here. We report. You leave now.
Wait, I'm here looking for a book.
Investigation must leave now.
I'm pushed out of it.
Yeah, they don't like make you like leave violently, but they're like hands on your back, like go, 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 go. Must investigate. Forbidden section.
This is bogus.
Focus. As you get out, you also after a little bit you see Mina get pushed out. Somebody had to mess with the books when they should. Now it's shut down for the night. Great, great. I didn't have plans or anything.
I know. I wanted to research more about illusion.
Bridget, right?
Yep.
Well, you trying to learn about illusions too?
Yep.
Let me guess, one of the first years probably put you in that pocket dimension, huh?
Yep.
Fun puzzle. I scared me out of my socks the first time that happened. I figured out I was in the box, and before I could delay it, I felt the pull, and I was outside, and the rest of the group didn't make it, sadly.
Yeah, I said it out loud. Our entire group passed.
Good, good. Glad you were able to help them all with it. What were you looking for in there? Just trying to study that planar illusion?
Well, it's my my passion, as it were.
Good to have passion, she pats you in the back. Hope them do another time.
Okay, now I'm gonna go to the rest of the fucking library and see if there's any illusion books that are out there that I haven't already read.
There's like a couple, but nothing like past like basic theorem on the floor. You're able to check where they say library's closed for the day. You're walking back to the dorm. What are you up to, Mr. Miles?
Me.
What does the Miles do?
So, look at Miles. He's actually
You could be somebody else. You could be hanging around anybody.
At this point, he is so frustrated with his like equations on how to be an Alvin. He just goes, "I'm gonna have to ask her, aren't I?"
Before you do that, it's not a mathematic check. I'm gonna say you try to figure it out using your magical way. So roll me Arcana to see if you can figure out through your magic math how to be a perfect Owlin.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Hell yeah, 17.
A 17. You cracked the code to do a perfect dive, but you realize the force going into it is such a bad return you might as well have kicked them.
He just goes, damn. Well, I guess for the rest of the night, I'm gonna go back to my dorm, and basically going to read a book of, I guess, what would be folktales. I guess would be the most equivalent thing of what I'm thinking of.
Okay, well, so you pass by the libraries, you leave, and you see Bridget kind of stumbling through the illusion section, unsurprisingly to you. As you snag a local, you realize there's a book of folktales from your village, so you sort of pick it up out of nostalgia. As you walk back to the dorm.
Flavor. As I'm like, you just hear in the background, I already know this.
And you as she yells, you hear a audible, shh.
Sorry.
What are you up to, G?
Alrighty. G money.
Alrighty.
So, he's actually kind of serious about this. He gets that we're doing, like, we've been doing kind of this illusion stuff, but at the same time, because we weren't really told like what was really next, right?
Nope.
Yeah. So when it comes to illusion stuff, he knows that he's not proficient in that. So he is just gonna kind of not go the study route on that side. However, he did have somebody he invited to do certain things with.
You trying to meet up with Amden? Okay.
Yes. So he, well, okay, never mind. G Money thought about it and then decided to change his mind because he doesn't want to sound like a fucking clingy friend. So he's like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna go to the library. So he's gonna go to the library.
As you walk there, you see Bridget, and you bump into Miles as he walks past with a folktale book.
Oh shit! Oh, hello guys. How goes it?
Terrible.
Terrible.
I don't think Miles even acknowledges you as you like walk by like holding the folktale book.
I've read every damn illusion book this library has to offer, except for the stuff in the restricted section, which I just got access to, which somebody decided to change the arrangement of every book in the Gargoyles, pushed me out before I could find anything worth reading.
Well, wait. You got access to the restricted area?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Like this, but with...
It has
more
much
bookcases.
fancier bookcases, and then you tell those wards of protection over
Wait,
the
so-
shelves themselves.
Yeah,
What
some,
if?
Some of the things you're not supposed to read, but...
What if I help you sneak in there?
When he says that, you look
Go
over
ahead.
the door, and there's like two gargoyles now actively outside the access room, like keeping an eye out.
Damn it. I wonder if I could distract him. How's that sound?
There's like
See if I can
9 more of them back in that room.
Oh, is it really? Oh, never mind then. Yeah, just kidding. God damn it.
And listen, thank you for offering, though. But I
But
don't
yeah,
think
no.
I'm getting back in there until they rearrange things.
Yeah. All right. Well, G-Money's gonna proceed to actually use his. Didn't he have? Wasn't there some issue when he first used his books? He didn't return them or some shit like that.
You did, but that's because Bridget got on your butt for realizing you had to return the books.
Right. I just thought I kept them. So, he is going to. Okay, so just backtrack a little bit. He's going to bring the books that he had used before for his lineage stuff.
Alright.
He's gonna remember that. And then he's actually gonna read the history on like he at first he didn't really want to go into like the illusion magic itself, but he is curious about like the history of it. So like what kind of started illusion magic and like how it evolved throughout the years?
So you're looking for the history of magic.
More specifically like illusion magic.
Okay. You can go to illusion. Where you're looking. Well,
So we
we're
can
just
get a
looking
better
then.
understanding, because from what he knows, illusion magic is just all it is really tricks. That's all it really is. Not tricks, but that's a simple way of putting it, I guess.
Yeah, it's
And-
not real. Fake magic.
Yeah,
You say it's fake.
not
until
real.
It isn't.
It's fake, but it's real, but it's fake. You're using actual magic, but it's.
Yeah, it tricks your brain.
Yeah.
Tricks your senses.
But anyways, he already knows what it's about, but he more or less wants to figure out, like, he just wants to understand it more, I guess. He doesn't necessarily want to be able to cast anything for it. He just wants to understand it more.
In the pile of
Also,
Brit has been
he
kind of
brought a,
moving off the shelves. There is like the Understanding Illusion 101.
Okay, cool. He's gonna grab that, and then he's gonna. Oh, and he also brought a dumbbell with him that he has in his bag.
You gotta be in that. Okay. You head back
Um,
to your dorm. You sit the library till it closes.
Oh, the library closes?
Yep.
damn it.
Closes at night.
Well, god damn it.
They
I was
shut it
gonna
down for
look like here, too.
cleaning for 6 hours every night.
Well, alright. Well, he's gonna
Well,
start walking back.
do you have an interest in illusion, G-Money?
I do not have an interest in casting it. Now, I do not. But I do want to learn how it necessarily works. From what I know, it's fake magic, but that's pretty much about it.
Well, Jesus, I haven't studied with anyone in ages.
Study group?
You want to do a study group tonight?
Sure.
I'm pretty versed in illusion magic. I can help you on anything you might be confused on.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not necessarily confused. I'm just curious on learning more of it. More about it.
Yeah, and it might help to have somebody who actually casts it frequently to help you along in places.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask the dude that I sparred. His name's Albert, by the way. I was gonna ask him to do weights and then just read lore books, but I didn't want to be a clingy friend, so I feel like I needed to give that man's a little bit of space. We literally just met, so.
Yeah, you literally just stabbed him in the gut, a few
Yeah.
hours ago.
But anyways, yeah.
All right, let's get out of the library. For once, it's depressing me.
Cool. Sweet. Woohoo! And besides, I think learning kind of how it all works and everything it'll help.
Might help you peer through it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you need to cast it, or necessarily learn to cast it when you can just learn how it works?
Well, all in good time, my friend. Bridget says, kind of just ushering him out of the library.
Oh shit! Fuck! You're right. God damn it! Wait, did I return my book? He's looking around.
You did.
Okay, yep.
All right. Is you all heading back? Is TJ heading out to your dorm to study tonight?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where do you want to go?
Your place or mine?
Wait. I don't think I room with anybody.
You don't.
Yeah, I don't room with anybody. So
you have a smaller room though, is the trade-off.
Yeah, my room is smaller.
Well, we're not casting anything, so we don't really need an open space. I don't really want to disturb Rich. He seems to be having a mood tonight.
Well,
how have you been doing? How have you been doing, Rich? How's that snack basket and that paper doing?
So, as soon as Bridget closes the door, I'm going to eat everything in the snack basket.
I assume it takes you all like 2 bites. You just run over it, hand crunch it up.
Damn, Rich is a Rich is a goddamn tsundere.
Wow. What the fuck?
No.
Yes, you
know,
are. Even.
Little
He did it out of
angry about that.
malice.
But then he'll crinkle his mud raking piece and throw it in the garbage. And then he's gonna go weightlifting to try and improve himself, so he's not that susceptible to sleep next time.
Damn! If only. Damn it.
Yeah, the one time you don't go weightlifting.
Yeah, damn it.
Everybody's like, let's go weightlifting. God
So
damn it.
you wander off towards the to the campus
I'm
fields
gonna
and
be-
exercise. Okay.
Chugging my coffee the whole time.
Like angrily until it runs out for its charge.
Such a tsundere.
Okay, noted. everything.
That
The
I'm
sun
a
is.
great. No.
Yes, you are. You get upset at your friends, but then when they aren't looking, you
Like
bring
the
out your
one
feelings.
time I've been upset.
You bring out your true feelings when they aren't looking, but when they are looking, you fake your feelings.
I've done true feelings this whole
That is
time.
literally the definition of a tsundere.
No, I hit him in the pride, and he was genuinely upset about that.
Yes.
And he's been 100% himself the entire time. Making it abundantly clear that we are beneath him.
Well, but at the same time, when we aren't looking, he clearly doesn't think that.
That's right. He's a hemidare.
Oh, he's a guy is a princess. Oh, Jesus.
Yes. All right. A little
is a hemidare.
interesting.
But
Alright.
anyways, yeah. I guess we'll go back to my place then, since
You both head to TJ's and get a little bit of studying in. T, with an assist from Bridget, you may roll Arcana to understand illusion better.
Ooh, okay.
Gives you advantage.
So that's
Cool.
2 dice. Whoop. 15.
Arcana's int, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's 14 then.
A
So
14.
-1 intelligence.
You could use your Strixhaven dice to bump it.
You're right. I am going to do that actually.
Your
Let's bump that
D4.
At least
With
give
a
it.
3,
That's cool. I'm okay with that.
17.
17.
17.
You spend some time, Bridget, she explains it, and as you're doing, you're kind of like making motions with your hands to try to understand the thing, like how people are doing it. You
Yeah.
understand the basic of magic at this point. You've been studying enough, you understand how it works, but you've never really got a true grip on it with yourself until something clicks a little bit. And you've been looking at this thing called ghost sound, how to like make sounds happen without actually being there. And you like make a small like laughing sound in the corner of your room. You both learned from like studying through this. You learned how to make ghost sound. A cantrip.
Let's go.
You weren't expecting.
We did
to
it,
be able to
Bridget.
cast, but hey, look at that! You actually learned how to cast a spell.
We actually did it. You know, going into this, I thought like the history would be cool, but then once we started getting to it, that's when I got like really invested and was like, okay, god damn it, now I gotta learn one of these little shits.
They're pretty fun.
The magic of a study group. Ah, the preciousness. Okay. As Richie, as you're walking towards the fields, roll me perception.
Favorite. So I
Everybody's.
need to roll a 6 now, right?
That'd be about the curve.
So I've got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5.
Look at that.
Oh.
Perception. So a 10.
A 10. A 10. A 10.
-1.
As you're walking to the field, you realize that it's not getting any bigger for once you get about halfway. Like, you close to something, it gets bigger, right? And as you walk, in about a minute, it's not getting any bigger, so you kind of take a notice, and you look around a bit. And you're just on a road, the trees have looped on you.
Yeah, they must have done something to make sure we get a good cardio in before we get to the weight training. And then I will start jogging.
Roll me athletics. A 17.
17, athletics 16, and then my coffee for a 1d4.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You start realizing you might be a little out of your league here. And you see, like, your vision is, like, wobbling as it peels away and you start moving and you see a spindly humanoid shape in a white mask go, no, and he starts to sneak off to the side. What the fuck is Modern City? What the fuck? It's modern, yeah. Scare the shit out of me. There we go.
Gonna call out to it and follow after it. What are you?
What are you? It doesn't respawn, it just starts running off into the woods a bit.
Extra cardio, and I'll keep chasing after it.
I say you keep your pace, and you come to a small clearing, and you see he's like clutching, the figure's clutching a tree. It's like, oh, shoot. Ah. It's supposed to be easier than this.
Who are you? What are you doing? What's supposed to be easy? This is life. It's difficult, unless you're a gold hoof.
Immediately after he reaches into his cloak and he throws, looks something like pale and white towards your direction. And it's just flying directly at you. What is your AC?
See? It's super high. It's like 13.
Luckily for you, you notice that he like reaches, so you have that in moment of reaction, like move to the side a little bit, and it hits a tree, and it looks like a little bit of like a white mass with a purple acid into it as it burns the tree, and the tree starts to rot. As you look back, he starts like moving a little bit away again.
I am going to dash towards him and just like headbutt him.
He's goring him.
Get him, Richie!
They're so
Take him
close.
out!
Get him, Richie! You got this!
That was uncalled for.
This is good enough to represent him. Boop, boop. So you charge into him. Roll to hit. Wow!
Yes,
I think he hit him.
Yeah, definitely. You tackle into him, pinning him into the ground. What do you do?
Who are you? What are you doing?
I'm just a
Why did you throw that at me?
This messenger was supposed to be way easier than this. This is your weight's crushing him, basically.
Don't get up. Lean in harder.
So way easier.
Messenger,
Yes! They needed to... I can't breathe.
Come on, Rich, you gotta recognize the mask.
Mask? Do I recognize the mask?
It reminds you of what Bridget told you when that spectral shark, when it vanished and it had that small mask in the pool. It kind of makes you think of what Bridget told you. That pale white mask with the purple accents on it.
Who are you people? What does that mask mean?
It means what it means. And immediately, his like face swells slightly and roll me a constitution check.
Oh no.
There's the good old rolls he's been getting.
Ooh. Do you still have inspiration?
It's an 8. Yeah, I didn't use my inspiration, so I guess that lets me reroll.
Yep, you can take it as a reroll if you wish. Ooh!
Alright, 24.
A
Disappointing.
24. Disappointing. Immediately in your face pours like a cloud of poisonous gas, but you just hold your breath and close your eyes for a second. You just lean into him. No.
Headbutt.
What do you do? You just feel him squirming against you. What are you doing?
I'll headbutt him again, and then ask him about the mask again.
Okay, roll to hit headbutt.
Is this guy prone?
Yes.
You get advantage.
Yep. Yeah, if he headbutt. Roll damage. That's a D4, I'm pretty sure. This should be D6 as you're a Minotaur, I forget.
Let's see. Yeah, horns make unarmed strikes. It's a D6.
I don't know if you're trying to gore him, though, if you're trying to just boonk.
He's using his head.
Hammer
Yeah.
horn. Fine. 1d4. I can't get rid of it. Oh well. So,
Yeah,
3. Plus
Yeah.
strength, 2.
So yeah, clock it, and you see the mask crack. No, I can't. No, let me go! And he starts really struggling.
Hit him again!
Can I see his face
What is
now?
your I need a strength save from you.
Strength save. $12.
You feel a force punch into your chest, and you get sent flying about 10 feet in the air, flying backwards. As you see, his limbs are huge for a second. Oh, thank you! And he starts scrambling to get up. He starts moving back, starts getting back up to go run away again, as you get like
Land on
pushed back this way.
Oh damn! I was like, land on him.
And he is turned away from you. He starts running towards the outskirts.
I'm gonna charge towards him again. Yeah. Charge towards him, head lowered to headbutt him again.
Oh, it's your running charge. All right,
Yep.
do it.
Dice, don't fail me now for like the 8th time. 15.
That will probably hit unless you have a bad check. That
it's
total?
just plus
It's a
strength, so that's 14, right? Because I don't think I get any other modifiers.
You shouldn't.
Yep.
That will hit. You crash into him, deal your damage.
2.
2.
You run again, I'll use the horns.
Oh. Roll me intimidation on that one. Roll me intimidation on that one. Total?
Still a 12.
That will work. Just enough to work, and he kind of... he's pinned like against you in the ground again, but less totally this time. I was just supposed to give you this. And he kind of starts pulling out from his sleeve something. What do you do?
I'm gonna grab his arm to stop him from pulling. Give me what? So there's much easier ways to give something than extreme cardio workout and creepily running into a forest.
It was supposed to be so much easier than that, but basically an invitation.
Suppose I should be getting used to getting those, but As I said, in better circumstances. So,
Yeah. Definitely.
I'll let go of his arm to let him pull out the invitation.
He pulls out, it's another mask. It's a bit simpler than what he's wearing.
And what is this for?
The invitation. And with that, he does. What is your? You need to roll me grapple, basically, to keep him pinned.
I mean, he just gave me an invitation, so I'll just like
You just
let
kinda-
him up.
Okay. You let
It's
him up.
like, what is the mask an invitation for?
The way forward. Yeah, I hate doing the creepy voice. They told me it's cool, but it just hurts my chest right now. And he just kind of lays the mask out. If you so wish, you may join. We see the resentment. If you wish. And he starts slinking away.
I'll say, hold on a second, and I'll use do I? Oh, I guess I don't have a single healing spell. Never mind. Used to playing bards. My bad.
My bad. I would heal you, but
Not a
So
bard.
not a bard.
You must die.
Fireball, just fireball.
Oh yes, I cast Cure Wounds. I mean Cure.
cure fireball.
Fire cure?
I mean, if you're a pile of ash, you have no wounds.
True.
Wound ball.
Can you tell me anything else about this invitation and the way forward?
Simply wear it to know. As he kind of takes a half bow, kind of staggering because he's a little beat up.
Right? Can I, like, inspect the mask to see?
You pull the mask, it is very, very smooth, and the only thing that has any coloration to it is the pale white material it is made out of, with its eyes being a small faded purple color.
I put on the mask.
He puts on the mask.
He puts on the mask.
He put on the mask.
Can you really expect
Yeah, at least
Rich
it-
to not do that?
At least I didn't put on a mask. I'm just saying.
No one believed it.
I
Nobody believed it until he put on the mask.
Everybody cared who I was. Wait, no, he would never say that. Everybody cared who I was, and then I put on a mask, and it went tenfold.
You put on the mask, and you hear the voice. Do you wish to know the truth?
Oh, this is great.
There's a Goldhoof's duty to know.
Then you must know that we will be coming again, and you must make ready if you so accept.
Accept what?
A way forward, free of the destruction that we will bring.
That sounds like terrorism.
And your vision is like a small haze, and you look around in the mask a little bit. And you look up at the night, you just happen to look up through the crack in the trees. And up there, you see like space where it should be. All you see above it is like a bunch of tendrils.
Is it reminiscent of the thing that ate my leg and tried to sew my mouth shut?
No.
Oh.
Very different. Well, that was astral. This is almost physical, but far off in the distance. You can just somehow see it. You already grasp the truth that they're coming, I see. I can see it in your posture.
And what do I have to do to avoid the destruction and the way forward?
You must simply serve them. They'll show you the truth of the world as they remake it. Just simple yes or no.
You know, with how rich Richie is, I still think that this may be above his pay grade,
It's dumb.
which is substantial.
What does Richie do? He's peered up, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, as you've heard all of this and seen it.
Wisdom. Rich is known for his wisdom, far and wide.
It's
His
a raging
wisdom,
12, isn't it?
Dang,
How did
mate.
you know?
That's a raging 12. You're a little bit shaken, like I am.
Stop knowing all of my abilities modifiers, Sam.
Well, learn
Because
it.
half of them are -1.
You are a little bit shaken by this, but you're like not completely losing your composure as you like peered into something outside of your world knowledge. What do you say? Yes or no, recruit?
Very well, I shall make myself ready.
Yes.
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Let's fucking go.
The
Really?
moment you say and you agree, he waves his hand to a deep bow. Welcome, initiate, to the Quadi. As you feel the mask hum against you, as your eyes glow, you can tell your eyes are glowing behind the mask. As you envelop in a small coat of light, and you hear a voice deep in your head. Yes, we'll tell you more in the coming days. And he says, and you see him reach up, and you hear in your head from the recruiter, you can tell it's coming from him, as you command lieges. As he bows to you, we will convene the next time. Keep the mask close. As he walks into the shrubbery and disappears.
See, at least I didn't put on an evil mask.
I mean, you can't expect Richie to get invited to something, get handed a mask, and not put it on. Like, I don't think a
That's
single
the bar.
person here was expecting that.
That's the bar.
That's not what I'm surprised by. I never said I was surprised by you doing it. I'm just saying that at least I didn't do that. And also, I am so happy to have a friend.
Now, see, that's even assuming that these two things are fucking connected.
Fair.
You could just have a free-for-all.
The evil dragon guy said that we kept getting in his way, though, so I assume it has to do with the masks, but I could be wrong.
Who knows?
So you have this mask against you. As you take it off, you still look up and you can see what you saw without the mask.
You mean what I saw with the mask?
Yeah. As you go to put it away, you hear, just stash it in your sleeve. As you do it, it vanishes.
Convenient.
No, it's very late, and you're feeling very tired after that.
Even with my coffee? I didn't even get to go weightlifting.
It's as you realize, you see the hum of the sun starting to come up. You were here the entire night. It's almost morning.
Been some intensive cardio. So I'll head back to the dorm.
You get back
Assuming-
to... And Bridget, you realize that after the snacks, you thought, oh, he's probably back when you got back to rest the night. You got starting with G-Money. And Richie wasn't in the dorm room. He didn't think too much of it. I'm assuming.
I would have no reason to.
Yep, and you wake up a little early because you're an owl, you know. It's in the
Yeah.
blood. And you hear the door open at about 5 a.m.
I will poke my head outside of my internal door, just like into the room.
You see Richie come back, and he's just a little bit different as you see his eyes have a glow to them. A faint purple glow.
I'm going to, just with the innate spell casting, I'm gonna look and try and perceive the weave around him.
The weave is the same around him.
Didn't we already have a discussion about just checking people's weave?
Of
Well,
smelling.
when somebody walks in, eyes glowing purple, that's
It's-
not fucking normal.
It
It's
is
a faint glow.
It's incredibly faint. But it's so you've been
Okay,
around Richie so
I-
much that you can tell that something's different with his eyes. It's not just like a
Hey.
trick of the light.
Richie, where have you been all night?
Oh, no. Was just going to weightlift, and then something strange. They added a cardio section to the courtyard, so I ended up practicing cardio and running all night. got in the zone, you know?
You're telling a half-truth.
Bridget kind of looks outside real quick. The sun's almost coming up. You were training for that long.
Surprised me as well. Sun is what broke me out of the zone. You know how it gets. I'm surely when you read your books. Just
Oh, I don't stop
turn a
when the sun
page.
comes up. Time of day makes no difference there. Well, did you do something with your eyes?
Is there something different about them?
Yeah, they're kind of shimmering purple.
Well, the gold hoof eyes are normally gold. It wouldn't surprise me if they were shimmering gold, but purple is the color of royalty. Just means I am a prodigy. The greatest of my clan in generations.
That's gonna prompt an insight check from Bridget.
What, you don't believe that from Richie?
You can use
Well, no, just like trying to see what kind of vibe, like whether or not, because she's kind of concerned, but that's not a very good roll. Anyways, it's a 9. So
I will say that since Richie's kind of lying, I need a little persuasion. Or we can take a more threatening stance and use intimidation about it. Up to him.
Well, that's a 10 with persuasion, so that's 16.
It's... What you can tell, he's telling the truth to you.
all right, Rich, just and he will see on the way back Bridget brought another bag of snacks. Help yourself to what's on the counter. You must be tired and probably hungry from running all night.
You feel famished, by the way.
Most assuredly. I appreciate your concern and the snacks, Bridget.
She'll just kind of go, yeah, well, get some rest before class starts.
Can't be enough, but it's a good thing I have this endless flask of coffee. You really should try getting one of your own. Turned my life around.
You
Except
know,
the
those things
duel.
are 100 gold apiece.
I don't believe in supplements. I'm kind of a straight edge person.
What are you, Mormon?
Each their own, I
Wow,
suppose.
gaslight him, will you?
But imagine how much more reading you could get done. With
If you just
endless
join
flask
the
of
cool
coffee.
people. Join the cool people. Take a swig. First one's free.
The first one's free. She'll close her door and busy herself back with the morning read.
And Richie, you are left alone in the middle of your dorm.
We'll eat the snacks, and then I will go to bed.
And you get a little bit of rest. As you close your eyes, you can still see all around you.
It's going to make it remarkably difficult to sleep if you can see everything around you.
Even with your eyes shut, you can still see everything. And you kind of like cover with your hand, but you can still see everything. Around you in 30 feet, you can see everything, always.
Fuck, he has true sight in 30 feet.
Yep.
Damn.
How'd you know?
Because I'm a DM and I've been playing this game since I'm 8.
And with that, we close.
Another student joins the club. Let's go.
Maybe, possibly. He didn't get a number. That's why I wonder if they're connected.
Fair.
Nice away.
The evil guy did not tell me to commit terrorism, though, so I'm happy about that so far.
He didn't tell me to commit terrorism. He just said people are going to.
So you're like, I want to be on the side of the fucking plane jackers when they come in here.
I want to say so much, but I will not.
Stockholm Syndrome before you even get to the fucking kidnapped part.
Goldhoof Clan is all about power, and knowing, and being the best. And accepting invitations.
That's important. People would think me rude if I didn't accept an invitation somewhere.
Exactly.
I have a full page of fucking notes.
All
there.
I'm
Holy
saying-
shit.
The evil people have been doing good so far. I mean, someone gets true sight.
Silence! At what
But-
cost?
None yet. I got coffee, dude. I got magic and coffee, and there was not a single catch yet.
Keyword. Yet.
My game is going swimmingly.
And I love it.
What? It's not like we're gonna be somewhere and he's gonna tell me to betray you and double fireball you all. Drop the party.
It couldn't happen. Couldn't.
Nope, couldn't happen.
Absolutely couldn't happen
But
whatsoever. And
that's-
then when you try and resist, or if you even do try and resist, it's not like it will fucking literally melt your brain or anything.
No.
Couldn't happen.
That's right. The Goldtooth clan has impressive mental fortitude.
All I agreed to was learning magic. That's all I'm saying.
But at what cost?
Nothing yet.
Well, Larry, did anyone do a fucky wucky?
I mean,
Potentially.
you just didn't you
Oh,
just do a fucky wucky?
that's why I have to do a
for
thing.
the poll.
That's why I have to do something.
Let's see. It's not a fucky wucky unless it gets confirmed to be the fucky wucky by the poll.
There are many things that could be construed as fucky wucky. I'll let you decide which are which.
You still have to confirm the poll one way or the other.
Things have gone fucky wucky in so many ways that I wish I could describe.
But you mustn't, so that the game can continue uninterrupted.
Exactly.
No one voted no.
I love it. So nobody gets any payout.
It's just your points back, I think.
Yep. I was like, I only got 10 points. Wait, what? So I double checked the details. No one voted no.
That's amazing. I kind of wish I
You've
could
seen
put like an
our-
ante, like a just, like hunt an ante into something.
Yeah. Well, that was funny though.
Good game, good game. Things are going great. Things are going just fantastic.
They are.
I'm
I
sure this will
agree.
have to haunt us.
Nothing,
no.
nothing could ever. Nothing. Ever.
Nothing. No.
It's not like
Things
there's a
are going-
tangled web of things happening, never.
Nothing
Yeah.
bad ever happens when you work with the bad
Nothing
guy.
bad ever happens to
You
the
can't-
Goldhoof!
Oh. Bye, stream.